And the Guthrie Bluejays are state champions for the first time in school history, and they are celebrating on the field.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dunn takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander across the 5 to the 1. Touchdown! Tate Alexander. And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callens. Callens looking to throw. Wide open. Blaze Hastings, can they connect? He does! Touchdown, Blue Jays! Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band!
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band!
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up minds. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received. 10 seconds initial.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2020 is brought to you by Interbank. Strengthen our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Exton, we build better business owners. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Generations Church, love God, love people, serve both well. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. And F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, and Mary Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Friday Night Lights inside J.L. Stadium, Homecoming 2020. Welcome inside the Rock alongside Phil Nichols, Seth Robbins, Mason Russell, Braden Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Aaron Ryburn. I am Chris Evans, along with Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio. So glad you've joined us here on this Friday night as the Guthrie Blue Jays host the Duncan Demons. The Blue Jays enter the contest 2-0, getting ready for a bye week next week. The Duncan Demons enter tonight's ball game 0-1. Losers at their in their season opener at home last week to Class 6A Division II. Lawton, final score there was 39-12. Bringing my partner Seth Robbins here on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Visit our good friends at Interbank at 224 East Oklahoma Avenue, interbank.com. Member FDIC. And Seth, a beautiful night here for high school football. Low 70s, upper 60s.
Yeah, Chris, we nice to see the sunshine right here before kickoff. Rain let up around noon today. Kind of probably going to have a little bit of a sloppy track tonight. But otherwise, just should be a beautiful evening for football. Really looking forward to seeing how the Blue Jays stack up, with what I would consider probably a little step up in competition from the first 2 weeks. I don't think we really knew what we were going to see from the Shawnee Wolves or the Putnam City West Patriots, but we generally know that Duncan's going to be a competitive ball club. So looking forward to seeing how the young Jays adjust tonight and get ready to take on just a little hair better competition.
and we'll dig a little bit deeper into the Guthrie-Duncan series, and it's been a pretty good series over the years. We'll dive into that here in a little bit, but before that, we'll bring in our third member of our crew down on our Exon sideline. That is Phil Nichols. And Phil, homecoming coordination now going through the process right now down on a very sloppy field. But welcome to broadcast, Phil.
Yeah, and to your point on the field, briefly, if you're on the home side, anywhere basically from basically the hash marks to the home side, it's spongy and sloppy, and you get inside the 20s on either end of the field, and it goes from spongy and sloppy to downright just bad. So that could be a factor for both teams tonight. Coronation with homecoming, it's always a big day. Of course, this year's looked a little different with some precautions being taken, I think rightfully so. Had a great parade. Everybody's done a great job making these kiddos have a special evening. Of course, this drives coaches crazy, Chris. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 starters out there, and I guarantee the coaching staff saying, let's hurry up and get this over so we can get in here and get ready for this game. But it's homecoming in Guthrie. There's nothing like it. It's just a big-time day and a lot of fun. And definitely with these Duncan Demons, Seth's right. I think this is without question the best club we've seen so far this year.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a time out here in just a matter of moments and dive into this Guthrie-Duncan series. And I'll just tease it a little bit. I certainly think the Duncan Demon coaching staff and the sophomores are probably a little bit hungry to get after some Blue Jays after what happened a couple of years ago inside Halliburton Stadium. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more. Also, coming up here on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show, we'll have our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard as we take a look at some of great games across the state of Oklahoma, including a good one, I think, tonight between Carl Albert and Dell City. A very athletic game. Athletes on both sides of that sideline. That will be fun to watch. Of course, the big one here tonight, Guthrie taking on the Duncan Demons. Take our opening timeout. Dig more into the series between Guthrie and Duncan. After opening timeout, this is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues from Gelsma Stadium. Phil Nichols, Seth Robbins, Chris Evans with you as homecoming coronation still going down on the field. We appreciate everybody on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Join us on a Friday night. We'll have to go play-by-play on homecoming coronation, but our radio audience probably appreciates us talking high school athletics. But Seth, we mentioned the Guthrie-Duncan series, and it's a good one. Remember, Duncan enters tonight's ball game 0-1, Guthrie 2-0. Duncan led by head coach J.T. Cobble in his third season, 15-7 overall record. And they made the playoffs last couple of years, 6-4 last year. Their game last year, again, I think it was against 8, it got canceled. So they only played 10 games, although they made the playoffs. But in 2018, they had a strong senior campaign. Finished that year 9-2. Of course, that second loss coming in the first round of the playoffs. Guthrie Blue Jays go down on into Duncan, kick a game-winning field goal in overtime to win that one. So the coaching staff, the sophomores, the fans, probably a little hungry to get some action against the Blue Jays tonight.
Yeah, no doubt, Chris. I had the pleasure of watching that game on YouTube that night, and just excellent quality football. And like you said, it was made a little extra spicy by the connection with Duncan's best player at that time was a young man named J.J. Harris.
Yes.
And he had played here in his 6th, 7th, and 8th grade years. And his dad, Josh, who's still on the Duncan staff, got a job in Duncan. And, of course, they moved to Duncan. And so I know it was friendly, but it was personal. And I know the Jays were hungry going down there that night. and they picked up the W. And like you said, revenge probably on the mind of the Demons. And as you said, anytime Guthrie and Duncan hook up, it doesn't matter if it's baseball, if it's golf, if it's tennis, two of the most decorated, competitive schools in all of the state in Class 5A. So expect nothing less tonight.
Bring in Phil Nicholas here, and you look at the series, Phil. Duncan leads the all-time series 13-8. But if you date yourself back to 2009, Conchola Brothers, when he was roaming the field for the Blue Jays, since 2009, Guthrie leads this series 7-1, including 2 wins in the playoffs. So Guthrie has had the upper hand in this series since 2009.
Yeah, and that was the year Cantrell about caused all of us to have a cardiac arrest. But it's, it is a great game. Teams have a lot of similarities typically when these two match up. Of course, the head coach at Duncan Cobble's, Hall of Fame type coach and been around forever with Oklahoma high school football and brings a great brand into the Rock tonight. But you're going to see a lot of, I think tonight, we look at Duncan, you got a lot of these big, long, tall, just really powerful looking athletes. So it'll be interesting to see, probably more athletic looking than they've been in some years past and with more and more depth, but they look amazing. So should be a great game.
Yeah, I mentioned those 2 wins in the playoffs since 2009. Guthrie, again, that overtime victory in 2018. Final score there was 23-20. And then in 2009, Conchola Brothers learned how to run out of clock the proper way instead of running backwards to the opponent's end zone. Guthrie won that game 20-12. And but that is the series between these two clubs. Again, Duncan 0-1 entering the ball game with a lost last week to Lawton 39-12, and Blue Jays 2-0. And with that, we will take another timeout here on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Look at Guthrie's 2 victories against PC West and Shawnee, and also get ready for our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update as well. Timeout. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know that Guthrie Tagging Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tagging Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tagging Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues from Jelsma Stadium. Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio for all of our good folks on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Then the crew here at Jelsma Stadium, Mason Russell and Kel Evans on our cameras tonight, Braden Russell on our graphics, Craig Flex, statistician, Guthrie historian, Aaron Ryburn, the producer, on-site producer for everything here, Seth Robbins, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. And unfortunately, a lot of people may be finding out our game unable to be on YouTube tonight. YouTube has some things that disagree with us right now. We are recording this game and we record it onto our YouTube page normally. So we have moved over to Facebook, GuthrieNewsPage.com, Facebook.com/Guthrie News page is the video broadcast tonight. We'll get that uploaded to YouTube as soon as we can. It is homecoming 2020. Guthrie Blue Jays hosting the Duncan Demons. And, guys, the Blue Jays off to a good start, 2-0. 2 victories, but the common denominator in both of those is kind of slow starts, getting down to both Shawnee and PC West, but then come on strong in the second, third, and fourth quarter to get victories.
Yeah, Chris, I do think we talked about that in both games. I think a lot of times that's a hallmark of a young team.
Yep.
But so far, the Blue Jays have been able to right the ship and get themselves back in the game. I do think both games we've had excellent performances from the defense. And that's typical of a young team. That's typical of early season. The defenses are a hair ahead of the offenses. But there was lots and lots to be happy with in both games. Obviously, we talked about the non-conference slate or the non-district slate in our preseason meeting that you and Phil and I had. And, you could make a case for where we were going to come into this game 0-2, and you could make a case where we were going to come into it 2-0. And thankfully, that's where we sit right now is 2-0 with an opportunity to run the table in non-district.
Yeah, Phil, Blue Jays, the running game has been commanded by Josh Strange, senior quarterback, and the sophomore running back, Isaiah Hammonds. In fact, of the 78 carries, 72 of those carries come between those two young men.
Yeah, we talked about this today, Chris. Because of that, I mean, that's concerning. I mean, they've done a wonderful job, but it's a lot of punishment to take early in the season. And luckily tonight, I believe we're going to see our senior Barber back in the lineup to take some of those carries as well. But, boy, what a great job those two young men have done in the first 2 ball games. And I think that, this we keep talking about this young class, this sophomore class that has so many players on the field. But, every game they quit being sophomores, they start being a little older, right? And so this is another one of those stepping stones. It's a little less difficult for them. They've had 2 Friday night lights now. They've had a home game. They've been on the road. So it'll be interesting to me to just see just some of the nerves are gone and them calm down and see how that translates onto the field.
Absolutely. Of course, Kentorius Barber, the starting senior running back, got hurt in game number 1, set out game number 2, and as Phil mentioned, we'll have a Mercy Health report here in a little bit. But Kentorius would be a great punch to this offense to not necessarily to help Isaiah and Josh. The carries come down a little bit. You don't mind them running 72 out of 78 when it's week 10, first round of the playoffs, that type deal. You just want to make sure they stay healthy throughout the year, and that's where Ken, I think, comes in and helps it. And also he's a home run hitter, too.
Absolutely, Chris. He has a different style than Josh or young Hammonds. Josh is more of a straightforward battering ram guy. Hammonds is a guy that's going to make one move and then use his speed. And as we've said all along, Barber is definitely the home run back. Is probably the, if not the fastest guy, one of the top 2 or 3 fastest guys on the team. A lot of lateral quickness, a lot of moves. So if it proves out that Ken does get to play tonight, I do think that adds another dimension to this offense that we'll definitely need. The other thing to watch, obviously in the first 2 weeks, Guthrie has been the superior condition team.
Yes.
They've been the superior discipline team. Now that's not a guarantee week in, week out that you're going to have that advantage. But it'll be interesting to see tonight if the young Guthrie squad could continue the trend of, low penalties and superior conditioning. I would suspect that this staff, as you guys alluded to with Duncan, has this team ready to play, and that has been a big advantage of ours the first 2 weeks.
Absolutely, and Phil, Seth mentioned being in good condition. Duncan appeared, just our eyeballs watching the game film, had a little bit more difficult time as far as condition. Of course, they do go. Several players play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I think they have 8 or 9 kids that play both sides of the ball, and you'll see that. Now that comes in more into play not when it's 67 degrees at kick or around over there, and it's supposed to get down to about 57, I think, before the game's over. But when it's 100 degrees. But yeah, I mean, it's still going to have an effect. You've got 8, 9 kids in 5A football playing both sides of the ball. It will have an effect when you get into that, into the fourth quarter.
Blue Jays last week defeated Pump City West 43-20 back on September 4th, and then began the season with a 34-16 victory over Shawnee Wolves here on August 28th inside Jelsma Stadium. Now, a reminder, Blue Jays are off next week. They'll have a bye week as they played in week 0, and then when we return here back in a couple weeks against the Piedmont Wildcats, it will be seniors will be recognized. So another great home crowd here tonight, Seth, the biggest of the year of the 2 games so far. Expect another big crowd in a couple of weeks when the Piedmont Wildcats come in to open up district play.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I believe this is we had a great crowd for the opener against Shawnee here, but I'd say we're probably 10 to 15% more full this week than we were 2 weeks ago. Just a wonderful sea of blue as we look out here across the friendly confines of the Rock, and definitely a crowd advantage to the Blue Jays tonight. It does not appear that the Duncan Demons traveled very well, maybe 25, 30 folks over there in red, but we'll take any advantage we can get, won't we?
Absolutely. Hey, a quick reminder, the Guthrie FFA and 4-H Pork Chop Dinner and Gator Raffle will take place Friday, October 16th at the Logan County Fairgrounds. Dinner starts at 5 o'clock. They'll offer a drive-through for orders to go with social distance in-person seating as well. We'll have a live and silent auction as well as drawing for the winner of the John Deere Gator. Tickets are available now at $10 for the dinner, $25 for a chance to win the Gator. Please see a Guthrie FFA or 4-H member to purchase your tickets, or call the Agriculture Education Office at 405-260-6370. All COVID precautions will take place, as well as social distancing protocols, and just a great program. Clay Drake and all them out there do a great job year in and year out.
Oh, absolutely, Chris. I know ourselves and many of the other businesses in town do a lot of work in conjunction with the FFA. Our FFA program, one of the finest in the state. Just a really quality program, quality parent support, quality booster club support. Can't say enough about the ag programs here in Guthrie.
Absolutely. Well, let's take our final time out here on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Good to see Brian Sturkle and his buddies out as they celebrate their 25th class reunion.
I saw that.
I saw that.
This snuck up on me. I knew I had I was cognizant that it was homecoming, but it did sneak up on me. And this morning, for a brief second, I had to remember whether we had a big number. That'll be us next year, our 25th.
Next year, yep. So a good homecoming parade today as well. And with that, take our final time out here on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. When we come back, Craig Fleck will have the weather. We'll take a brief look at some of the big games across the state of Oklahoma. And, of course, kickoff between Guthrie and Duncan. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
FCC is the place to be. At First Christian Church, we love to support our Guthrie Blue Jays and be all in. We are all in with our athletes, our students, our families, our community, and our faith. We have something for all ages and would love to have you join us for worship in person or online at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Join us as we continue to be all in, serving Christ and growing in faith. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues from Gels Mustang, a little over 5 minutes away from kicking off homecoming 2020 between the Guthrie Blue Jays 2-0 and the 0-1 Duncan Demons. Time now to take a look at our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard here tonight. Carl Everett and Dale City, the headliners tonight in the state of Oklahoma, as Carl Everett, heavy favorites to win their 5th state championship, taking on Dale City tonight. Stillwater and Mustang taking place in 6A football. Interesting game here. Midwest City taking on Noble. It's I think that might be the first meeting in a while between those two programs. And take a look in Class 5A football. Of course, you got McAllister and Shawnee taking place tonight. Claremore, Oologah, to name a couple there. And then 6A1 football, of course, we'll have scores throughout the night. UConn's at Deer Creek. Edmond North finally gets on the football field tonight. They take on Edmond Santa Fe. Cushing and Perkins Perkins also a team that has not got to play yet, but they play tonight on their home field against Cushing. Norman North at Edmond Memorial. Union, Jinx, Owasso, Broken Arrow, Southmore, Westmore. A lot of great rival games tonight.
Yeah, getting into the meat of it now, Chris. I saw that Cushing Perkins game out there to begin with. Also saw that it's the Battle of the Bishops this week. Kelly and McGinnis.
We can't shake hands anymore, okay?
Let's go downstairs for tonight's coin toss.
At all times, okay? Good luck to both of you, especially during the rest of the year. Yes, Duncan, you the visitor, get to call it. That's a tails. Right. That's a head. That's a head. That's a tails. What do you want to call?
Heads.
Heads. Heads is called. Heads is called. Heads it is. You have choice first down.
Chris, Duncan's won the toss.
All right, Duncan Demons have won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half, so Blue Jays will get the football first. You heard there the referee tonight, Danny Gacious. The umpire is Jet Williamson. The linesman is Dale Anderson. The line judge is Gene Carroll. And the back judge is Sean Spiva. And this is crew out of the Oklahoma City Metro Officials Association. And once again, it is another state championship crew here tonight. So Guthrie has been well taken care of in their home games. It's amazing how Guthrie home games get all the great officials here, and so it's a place to come if you want to officiate.
Oh, absolutely, Chris. Everybody likes a Friday night under the lights at the Rock.
Let's go over to Craig Fleck with tonight's weather report.
All right, kickoff temperature of 67 degrees. Overcast skies, but chance of rain is minimal. The radar is looking clear all around us. The wind dead calm out there, as you can see the flags flying at half-mast over there, half-staff, excuse me. They are pointed straight down because there is nothing to disturb them, so the only thing that is going to be the factor is the waterlogged ground that Phil was talking about earlier.
Well, if I can get that here in a little bit as well, let's go downstairs with Phil Nichols with tonight's Mercy Health Report.
Happy to say everybody's healthy on the Blue Jays side. We got everybody back and ready to play homecoming football at the Rock.
And here come the Blue Jays out onto the field. Blue Jays 2-0 on the year. The Duncan Demons 0-1. We're just a matter of moments from kicking this one off. And let's go right back downstairs with our X and Sideline Report with Phil Nichols with his keys to Blue Jay victory.
I'm a boring, broken record, Chris, but whoever has the less amount of penalties, the least amount of turnovers, obviously has a step forward to a victory. But I think the big thing tonight is who's going to control the clock. Blue Jays, I think, are going to come out and establish a run. You're going to see a heavy run tonight with field conditions. And I think then it comes down to these young cornerbacks. Are they going to be able to handle these big wideouts? They've got 6'4", 6'3". I mean, they've got some big wideouts. So that'll be a key matchup to watch as well.
Thank you, Phil. Seth?
Yeah, I'm going to just second a little bit of what Phil said, and Craig said about the field. You're going to have a little bit of a slimy football tonight, so turnovers could be a factor. Special teams has played a big role in the first couple of games. So I'm going to say, ball security and special teams.
Appreciate that. And real quick, let's go over to Craig Fleck with his keys of the game.
Well, the Blue Jays won their first two games largely by dominating at the line of scrimmage. My key is for the Blue Jays to continue to play on the opposing team's side of the ball.
Thank you, Craig Fleck. Duncan Demons in the red helmets, white jersey tops with black numbers outlined in red. They got the black pants. Blue Jays homecoming silver helmets with the G on the side of the helmet. Blue jerseys, white numbers with the black pants. Duncan Demons will be kicking off right to left on the radio dial. Blue Jays will send Caden Ballard Stevenson back deep. And we're underway, homecoming 2020. Ball drifting to the far side. That's going to be Barber inside his 25. Quickly comes in the center field to the 30, 35 to the 40, and dives to the 42-yard line. Great field position for the Blue Jays, and there is Ken Barber already making his presence known.
Yeah, senior Barber fresh after a couple of week hiatus coming off an injury in week 1. And again, Chris, we've had 3 weeks in a row we've had big returns, and Ken starting us off right tonight.
21-yard kick return for Ken Barber. Here comes the Guthrie Blue Jay offense, averaging 38 points a ball game, 229 rushing yards per game, 86 through the year. Total 350 yards per game in their 2 victories over PC West and Shawnee. Guthrie sets at their own 42-yard line, first down and 10. Trips receivers to the far side. Isaiah Hammonds in at running back on the right side of senior quarterback Josh Raines, who takes the first carry to the 45, lowers the shoulder to get into Duncan territory as he'll pick up 9 yards to the Duncan Demon 49-yard line.
Yeah, Chris, if you're a defensive back with Josh Raines tucks it up, you better be ready to to play football.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 1, same formation except for Isaiah's on the left side. Josh claps his hands 3 times, nothing there. He'll check the near sideline. Josh Raines, 40 carries on the season, averaging 128 yards per night, and he'll have the first down as he goes across the 45 up near the 40-yard line, and Josh Raines with the first down.
Yeah, excellent read right there by Josh, Chris. He rode that to the last possible moment, pulled it out of Isaiah's belly, and picked up another first down.
Blue Jays quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll go with trips receivers to the near side after a 9-yard run by Josh Raines. 2 carries for 18 yards. Good start for him. Blue Jays will line up with KBS, Ty Eaton, and Allison as the receivers. Hand off to Isaiah, his first carry of the night, as he'll take it from the 40 to the 35, 5 yards. So 23 yards on 3 plays in the running game for the Jays, and looking good as they get to the Duncan 35.
Yeah, offensive coordinators dream to come out and establish the run like this, Chris. Let's see if the Blue Jays continue to go to the well.
Blue Jays will have it on the far hash mark, again moving left to right on the radio dial, headed toward the baseball side of Jelsma Stadium. Josh Raines takes the snap. He'll run with it, and Duncan sniffs this one out. Nice defensive play there by the defensive lineman there, big 64. And he's going to be a 5'11" senior, Hunter Wiggins. Read that one beautiful.
Yeah, Chris, like I said, you got to keep going back to the well, though, before and make them stop it. So now we end up with a 3rd and long. See if the Blue Jays can dial something up through the air here to get this first down.
Jays will have a 3rd down and 9. We'll have whistle, and we have a flag thrown by the bag judge. This might be going against the Duncan Demons, possibly illegal substitution here.
Yeah, a lot of confusion over there on the Duncan sideline, trying to get in some personnel there, getting ready for a 3rd and long, probably bringing in an extra DB, and 2 of them came off the sideline at the same time. Coaches tried to grab one, didn't get him. Looks like we'll have an illegal substitution.
And that will help Guthrie here on a 3rd down and much shorter here. You look at the Jays so far, they're going to wave it off. Okay, so it'll remain 3rd down and 9, just 2 minutes into the ball game. Guthrie this year, just 7 of 21 on 3rd down tries. That's 33%. Could be 4 down territory. We'll see. 3rd down and 9 from the Duncan 38-yard line. Josh to throw for the first time tonight. Plants his feet, and it's caught by KBS at the 25. Jukes and spins down to the 20-yard line. Slipped on the turf, and it's a completion of 18 yards. KBS, the senior.
Yeah, Chris, I think we see right there the field condition. As my son, the college golfer, says, he took a pelt right there, that divot he took.
Yes.
That would have done a sand wedge proud at Augusta.
Josh completes his 17th pass of the season. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. 9:37 opening drive for the Blue Jays. Trips receivers to the far side. Isaiah between the tackles, hit immediately, down quickly, and in on the tackle. Looked to be there first with number 17, Caden Montgomery, another senior for Duncan.
Really encouraged with the 3rd down conversion, Chris. Early in the season, but 7 out of 21 is a troubling trend, and nice to see him pick it up right there.
Pickup of 1, 2nd down and 9 from the 18-yard line. Josh on the right side gets a block, gets to the 15, sheds a tackle to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Josh Raines, and the Blue Jays strike first. Strike up the Guthrie High School Marching Band.
Great vision right there by Josh, Chris. As you can see, he bounces it outside on that D end, breaks a couple tackles. Squeezes it inside the pylon. And Chris, am I wrong? Is that our first time we've scored on we've had the lead first?
Yeah, absolutely. Got this first lead of the night. Josh Raines was his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Blue Jays will bring on the special teams. On for the extra point, Isaac Villavuva, excuse me. I practiced it all day, and I didn't get it, but I got it right the second time. Villavuva.
I think I'm just going to go with Isaac.
Isaac's extra point is up and good. Blue Jays lead at 7-0. 9:04 to play in the first quarter. Timeout from Jelsma Stadium. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Impressive drive for the Blue Jays. And before we get to our John Vance Motor scoring summary, Phil, impressive for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it looked great. I mean, the offensive line did a great job. And I'll tell you what, nice to see him dial up that pass, that 3rd and long, and convert that first down. And then what a great run by Josh to go ahead and punch it in for 6.
We'll get to the scoring summary here in a matter of moments. Blue Jays kicking off. Christian Ornelius, they kick it off left to right on the radio dial. It's a short kick, fielded at the 35, then fumbled, and dropped on at the 34, and that's where the Duncan Demons will take over. John Vance Motor scoring summary. Blue Jays on their opening drive of the ball game go 58 yards in 7 plays, took 2 minutes and 56 seconds off the clock, and now with 9:01 to play in quarter number 1, Guthrie 7, Duncan 0. That is your John Vance Motor scoring summary. So here comes the Guthrie Blue Jay defense. Guthrie this year allowing 18 points per game, 115 rushing yards, 133 passing yards for a total of 249 per game. We'll see what the Duncan Demons have in store tonight. Their quarterback wears jersey number 14, Wilkins. A little screen pass caught behind the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Jays will get a tackle by Spade Pull back at the 30-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 13.
Chris Spade Pool came up with the tackle right there, but if you're watching right there, number 6, Jackson Walters, comes up, takes on his blocker tough right there, kind of causes the receiver 17 to change directions. Set that up for Spade.
Loss of 3, 2nd down and 13. Duncan on the ground here. That's stuffed, absolutely stuffed at the 30-yard line. Big Nathan Wiggins on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 just like that for the Demons.
49 and 50, Wiggins and Thompson, Chris, have just played so big this year so far. Great to see.
Tate Wilkins is the Duncan quarterback, 5'11 senior. Moved that to that position this summer. Wilkins to throw. Surveys, forced out of the pocket. Now he's going to take off and run with it. Gets loose for a second, trying to point in the direction. Now he'll run with it. Gets to the original line of scrimmage. Cuts to the 35, up to the 39-yard line. Be about 4 yards shy of the 1st down. And Duncan more than likely will have to punt it away on a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, Chris, the Blue Jay D, it's nice to see him come out and play big on an opening drive. We didn't, the last couple of games, first 2 games, we got gashed early, and it's nice to see him come out and stiffen up from the jump.
Back deep for the Blue Jays, KBS at his own 30-yard line, along with Jalen Shelf. Shelf wears jersey number 10. He's a sophomore. KBS a senior. Wears jersey number 7. 8 seconds on the play clock. It's a snap. Line drive punt toward Jalen. He fails it at the 26. Quickly to the 30 near sideline to the 40. Cuts it to the middle to the 45. Comes back near the sideline and tackled at midfield. And the Blue Jays will have great field position right at midfield for their 2nd drive, leading this ball game 7-0 with 7:10 to play in quarter number 1.
Chris, number 10, Shelf, just continues to impress. Got what he could get right here, and excellent job of putting both hands over the ball, securing it. We just continue week in and week out so far to get excellent results in the return game.
Shelf, example B there with a 24-yard punt return, and Blue Jays got a great opening kick return from Ken Barber. And so the Blue Jays will take over for the 2nd time offensively. 1st down and 10 from midfield. The ball will be on the near hash mark on a great crowd here on Homecoming 2020. Homecoming parade was today at 3 o'clock. Little sprinkles at the beginning, but nothing too major there. Of course, the homecoming assemblies and all that alumni banquets was canceled because of all that good stuff. You feel sorry for the reunion classes of 50, 40, 25, 10.
It's 2 years in a row now. Last year, most of the festivities got rained out.
Yep.
And then this year, of course, with the pandemic, things had to be altered. But right now, we'll take what we can get, won't we?
Absolutely. Blue Jays will have it. 1st down and 10 with trips receivers to the far side. The Blue Jays' favorite formation here tonight. Josh rolls to that trip side, has a couple of lead blockers, cuts it up, and he'll get to the 46-yard line, pick up 4 yards for Josh Raines. 2nd down and 7 minutes to play in quarter number 1.
Chris, so far it's just been a steady diet of 17. And it appears like that's what the Blue Jays are going to ride until Duncan proves they can stop it.
Blue Jays getting ready to snap their 10th offensive play of the ballgame already. 66 yards of offense. Josh runs up the gut. Nothing fancy, but it's effective across the 40. Bounces off at the 35 to the far sideline to the 30 and ran out of bounds in around the 25-yard line. Blue Jays with a fresh set of downs. Nice blocking by Moore downfield.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. 68 Moore has been a road grader all year, and Josh is really adept at tucking in behind him and letting that block develop. And that's just a year of maturation for Josh as a quarterback. It's just been it's been a pleasure these first 3 weeks watching 68 go to work.
21 yard for Josh Raines, who has now 6 carries for 58 yards, just under 10 yards per touch. The sophomore Hammonds will get the carry this time. Makes one guy miss, a stiff arm makes the second guy miss. He's through the 20, near side 15 to the 10. It's a highlight touchdown. He's into the end zone just like that from 25 yards out.
Yeah, Chris, it's Josh, and boom, whammy. It's Isaiah. And look at the balance here as he's tight ropes the sideline. Upper body strength to break out of the tackle by number 13, Walker there of the Demons. And just like that, Chris, what a dream start for the Blue Jays.
13-0, 6:20 to play in quarter number 1. Ezok on for the extra point. Josh Raines is the holder.
It's interesting to watch Ezok grow from week to week.
Yes.
Having never played football, they went and plucked him off the soccer field, and, man, he is just growing every week.
The Seth Robbins jinx, maybe? Snap, hold, kick.
No way.
Line drive, down the middle, he's money. Blue Jays lead at 14-0 just like that. 6:20 to play in quarter number 1. Timeout from Jelsma Stadium. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck, Lynette, and Hope take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Well, we thought the first offensive series was impressive. The second one, holy smokes, 3 plays, 50 yards. We'll get it officially here in a second with that John Betts motor scoring summary. Wow.
Yeah, I'd never want to spike the football early, Chris, but this is reminiscent of some of the Blue Jay offenses of old.
Blue Jays kick a little bit deeper this time. It's fielded on the run at the 27. It's fumbled. Ball's loose, and the Blue Jays will jump on it. Guthrie will try to take advantage of a Duncan turnover. Jackson Walters, a sophomore, jumps on it, and the Blue Jays field position continues to get better and better. This time, it'll be inside the 35-yard line of the Duncan Demons. They mark it at the 33.
Boy, Chris, Duncan is right now they're on roller skates, and the Blue Jays have an opportunity. You never want to declare a ball game 6 minutes into the first quarter, but my goodness, the Blue Jays have an opportunity to make this a serious uphill climb for the Demons.
Real quick, Blue Jays 3 plays, 50-yard drive. Took less than a minute. 25-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Hammonds. That is your John Vance motor scoring summary. Blue Jays trying to add to that here. First down and 10 from the Duncan 33-yard line. Trips receivers to the far side. Ken Barber, the new running back. He'll try his way. He's going backwards, though, back all the way to the 40. And he fumbles the football and gives it right back to the Duncan Demons.
Well, just a kid fired up trying to make a play, Chris.
Yeah.
It happens. It's going to happen at any level.
Blue Jays turn it over. I think that's going to be the 4th turnover this season on the Blue Jays. Yes, Blue Jays have turned it over 4 times. The opponents have turned it over 2 times. And now we'll see if Duncan can take advantage of this turnover, because right now this Duncan team needs some sort of confidence, some type of a boost, or as you said, it could be a long night for them.
Well, that's a spark right there.
Yeah.
And if they could go turn this into some points, get settled down, we might have a ball game.
Twin receivers to the near side. Duncan will go with Wilkins up the middle. He'll get positive yards, about 3, up to the 44-yard line. 5:55 in rolling to play here in quarter number 1. Guthrie 14, Duncan 0 here on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Chris, the play of 49, 50, and 43, Madison, Wiggins, and Thompson, just been so big these first 3 ball games.
2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard pickup by Wilkins. We'll hand off to his running back on the right side, Spade Poole, and Jackson Walters in there on the tackle. Pickup of about 2 yards, so we'll have a 3rd down and 5 play upcoming for the 0-1 Duncan Demons.
Chris Spade Poole is just a tackling machine, and he's all over the field always. Walters and Herzl have done an excellent job so far this season, channeling those plays back to their backers.
Desmond Pettit is the Duncan running back on the right side of Wilkins, their quarterback. 3rd down and 5, flag. It was going to be 3rd down and 5, and this one appears will be going against the Duncan Demons. Again, the head official tonight, the referee, is Danny Gages. We'll see what the official call is, though. This one is a false start on the Demons.
Yeah, Chris, penalties continue to plague the Blue Jay opponents. Set them up in 3rd and a long 9 here, maybe 3rd and 10. Give the defense an opportunity to kind of pin their ears back a little bit and get after the quarterback.
3rd down and 10 from the 41. Wilkins options it off to Pettit. Gets to the 40, cuts it to the 45, flag in. That's going to be a holding penalty on the Demons. Tackled at the 48. Duncan needed the Guthrie 49. It would be 4th down and 3 if the Jays elected to decline this penalty. The flag thrown by the line judge in front of the Guthrie bench. And we'll see what Coach Kelly Beebe wants. If he wants to decline it and make it 4th down and 3, which might make Duncan think about it going forward, or do you push him back 3rd down?
Chris, I think they're probably going to go ahead and take this penalty right here. I see Coach Michoud, associate head coach Tyler Young, Kelly Beebe conferencing down there. And, we talked about it in previous weeks. Coach Michoud is not a full-time member of the staff anymore. He's been most decorated coach in Guthrie High School history across all sports. But he does have a role on Friday nights with situations. The guy's just an encyclopedia, having been a high school official, on what to do when. And I know Kelly leans on him quite a bit.
You
for
still
that.
like your chances on 3rd down and 16. Wilkins just throws it up. It's basically a Hail Mary. Overshoots his intended receiver by 5 yards. Of course, he had a couple Blue Jays coming right at him pretty tough, and he's slow to get up. But that was just a downset hike. See how far I can throw it. Don't hit me, and let's hope for the best. And good decision there by the coaching staff to accept that penalty. And now Duncan back a couple yards, punting the football away.
Absolutely. I was just praying that KBS didn't slip.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that could have gone wrong there. He had his guy locked down. And so pending the outcome of this punt, no blood from the Barber fumble.
Duncan unable to take advantage of that turnover Seth alluded to. Good snap on the numbers. It's a line drive punt. Jalen will field it at his own 26-yard line to the 30, 35 center of the field, 40. Contact, couple Demons will bring him down, but he leans forward to the 44-yard line. Blue Jays will take over 1st down and 10. 4 minutes and 26 seconds to play until the end of the quarter number 1. Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. Blue Jays have had a couple nice drives here of 58 yards and 50 yards on the first 2 possessions. We'll see what possession number 3 has in store.
So far, alluding to what Craig Fleck said in the pregame on his keys, the entire game has pretty much taken place on the south side of the 50.
After an 18-yard punt return, Josh Raines on 1st down and 10 is driven backwards. He'll be hit for a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Good penetration there by the Duncan defensive line to put the Jays behind the chains.
Yeah, Chris, we just continue to go to the well, and we've had success, but I think Duncan's starting to get a little bit wise to the fact that 17 is going to carry it a lot tonight.
Carson Wilder, number 33, back in the lineup after missing last week's game. He's in there at halfback. Josh Raines and Isaiah Hammond's in the backfield. 2nd down, 11 from the 43. Carson to motion right to left. Blue Jays will run to the left side. It'll be Isaiah Hammonds, and he's hit for a 1-yard loss. So Duncan starting to catch on to this Blue Jay running game here. And like that, it'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, Chris, on the zone read plays, sometimes you make the right read, sometimes you make the wrong read. Sometimes the opposing defense defends it so well there isn't a right read. And so we'll see what the Blue Jays dial up here in a 3rd and long situation.
3rd down and about almost 12 yards. Josh Raines the throw. Wanted to throw, nothing there. Now forced out of the pocket. Throwing it on the run, looking for it. Ty Eaton, it's incomplete into double coverage. And Phil, I got to tell you, there is a flag down, but that was a good ball thrown by Josh into double coverage, but it's about the only option that was available.
It was a great job. It was a great pass. Everybody on the Blue Jays team did exactly what they needed to do. Bottom line is number 6 came over and made a well of a play on the ball, so it was just a great defended play.
Yeah, number 6, Desmond Pettit. He's also the starting running back, and so that's one of the 8 or 9 guys that plays both wides for Duncan. As the penalty is against Guthrie, it is declined, and so Guthrie for the first time tonight with 3:17 on the first quarter clock will have to punt the football away.
Yeah, as Phil alluded to, Chris, it was an excellent play call in 3rd and long. Pretty good throw. Ty Eaton competed. We just got outplayed for the football there, but you're not going to score on every drive.
Sure did look like it there for a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Josh Raines, a low line drive punt, bounces at the Duncan 45. Luckily takes a Guthrie bounce and will be down at the Duncan 34-yard line. 3:07 to play in quarter number 1. Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. Again, the Blue Jays are off next week. They have their bye week after playing in week 0. And then they'll get ready. It comes at a good time, Seth. If you go 3-0, you got all the momentum. It gives you an extra week of work to get ready for that Piedmont Flex Bone, who, by the way, is in action tonight against Putnam City North.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better scenario, Chris, if the Blue Jays continue to have success tonight and are able to get a win. To go into that week 4 bye with an opportunity to spend that little extra film time on Piedmont. Just a dream situation for the coaches of the Blue Jays.
After Josh Raines' punt, who, by the way, is averaging 37 yards per punt this season, the Duncan Demons will have it at their own 35-yard line, 5-man front for the Blue Jays. Will hand it off. Nope, Wilkins will keep it. Play action. Probably should have given it off to Pettit, but gets back to the line of scrimmage. No pickup there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Good stop by Landon Herzl and Hunter Thompson in there as well. Zachary Thompson, excuse me.
Hunter Thompson, the graduate, 2020. But Herzl against this offense, he's going to have the quarterback on every play anyway. So he's just doing his job right there.
Wilkins to throw on 2nd down 10, caught at the 40 and spinning to the 42. 1st down and more, breaking a couple tackles out across midfield. And Duncan, for the first time tonight, has a positive play in the Blue Jay territory.
Yeah, Chris, I think a product of the sloppy track tonight. Number 2, DeAndre Jones was dropping back into coverage, and when his guy hitched to turn around and catch that ball, DeAndre looked like Scooby-Doo, kind of going backwards right there in the mud. So just chalk that one up to the turf monster for number 2, DeAndre Jones.
Gain out to the Guthrie 47-yard line. Pettit hitting the backfield but stays up and is going to make a nice run at this as he'll get to the 41-yard line. About a 6-yard pickup. Looked like he might have been stopped behind the line of scrimmage. However, number 6 picks up 6 yards. Good job by him keeping his feet moving.
Yeah, 49, Zachary Thompson, frustrated with himself, giving himself a nice old slap on the helmet because he had that snuff 3 yards deep in the backfield. But most of the time, I'm going to figure Zachary's going to make that tackle.
And Phil, you look at the field, you're starting to muddy up a little bit. Remember, the Guthrie Junior High began their season last night on this field.
Yeah, it's just a complete mess on this side of the field. It's terrible track.
Blue Jays looking at a 2nd down and 4, and Wilkins will get the 1st down. They need it 4. They get 5.
Yeah, that's 2 plays in a row where we've had him dead to right in the backfield. He pump faked Herzl right there and got him off his feet. Fumbled the ball, picked it up, and gets 4 yards. Sometimes some of your best plays are unbroken plays.
That was definitely an unbroken play there, but Duncan looking for any momentum right now, trailing 14-0 with 1:17 to play in the first quarter. Guthrie with touchdown drives of 58 and 50 to begin the ball game. Duncan with their best drive, though, of the night. Twin receivers to the far side, the short side of the field. One receiver to the near side. Pettit, the running back on the right side for Wilkins in the gun. It's a lead play on the right side. And Blue Jay defense stuffs this one out but Duncan able to get about 3 yards to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I don't want to understate the importance of this drive here, Chris. You know, the waning seconds are clicking off the board here in the first quarter. Blue Jays got a 2-touchdown lead, had every bit of the momentum, and now Duncan has finally had some positive plays. This is a big moment in this ball game.
2nd down and 8. Pass play caught on the near side. It's caught at the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. 3rd down and 3. Duncan can elect to take the next snap in the next quarter if they want to. 19 seconds on the game clock. We'll see if they will wait for that or take a snap here with now 14 seconds. And it looks like Duncan will be content to wait until quarter number 2. Blue Jays took 14 offensive snaps in quarter number 1, averaging over 7 yards a play, and got 99 yards of offense, and they'll go into the second quarter with a 14-0 lead over the Duncan Demons here on Homecoming 2020. Timeout from Gelsma Stadium. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Lemonberry? You're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
From beautiful Gelsma Stadium, welcome in Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio. Phil Nichols, Seth Robbins, Chris Evans with you on a Friday night. Blue Jays 2-0 on the season, jumping into some top 10 rankings this week. Lead the Duncan Demons by a score of 14-0.
Huge 3rd down play here, Chris. Got Duncan in the 3rd and 4, coming off of a timeout. Hopefully Coach Beebe has something drawn up to hopefully get the Demons off the field.
Duncan will have it 3rd down and 4. You'd probably think 4-down territory for the Demons. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Through the air, a little screen pass caught by Pettit in the backfield, and he will be hit at the 30-yard line. Forward progress will get him to the 30. Spade pull on the tackle, and still no pickup there. So 4th down and 4. Nice play by the linebacker, Spade pull.
Chris, I think the Demon coaches were a little upset with 6 right there. I think they wanted to put his foot in the ground and cut that up. Panicked a little bit with the state qualifier wrestler Spade Poole bearing down on him, and tried to stretch it, and Spade got the angle on him. And see what the Demons do here on 4th down.
4th down and 4. Wilkins hands it off to Pettit, trying to get the right side. Will not get the first. Oh, little forward progress. It might be 26. Let's go downstairs to the Exton sideline report. Phil?
He's short. I think he's going to be about a half. Well, wait a second. Yeah, he's going to be about a half a ball short.
Coach Kelly Beebe out on the field saying, yeah, we might have to take a measurement for this one.
Wow.
And they're going to give him the 1st down. It was, give Pettit credit for leaning forward on there to get that extra yard, and got a good spot as well. Needed 4, and they get 4 yards and a 1/4 inch for the 1st down.
Yeah, Pettit did his job right there, Chris, but I do think that if we had the advent of replay, that would be Guthrie football.
1st down and 10, just underway here in the second quarter. Wilkins will run with it on the right side, up the gut actually, and he'll be driven backwards, but he will pick up a good chunk of yards there on 1st down, 5 yards to be exact. 10:45 and rolling until the Golden Chick halftime show.
Yeah, junior Cole Whitfield coming down and teaming up with 15 Herzl on that tackle.
Landon Herzl, Jackson Walters, your sophomore ends for the Blue Jays, and then they get real mean in the middle there with Madison, Wiggins, and Thompson. Pettit puts a foot in the ground that time, Seth, as he'll get to the 20-yard line. No pickup there. And if you can get past that front 5, you got Doles and Pull waiting on you.
Yeah, Chris, I mentioned it earlier. Those 3 down linemen for the Blue Jays, Madison, Wiggins, and Thompson are really rough to deal with. I see Thompson getting a break there. Kids all over the field.
3rd down and 5 for Duncan. Wilkins
I think
throws it up, but there's a flag
I
down.
think 6 is leaving early on just about every play. I think that's what they're going to get him for right there. He's anticipating the snap, and he's taken off pre-snap, and I think that's what they're going to get here.
Looks like Gavin Sealander's in there, the 5'9", 230-pound juniors, as Seth mentioned. Thompson taking a quick break on this one. That looks like big 36, right? Gavin Sealander?
That's definitely him. Another kid with a wrestling background.
Yeah.
Man, him and Madison and those kids, good grief. They're like little bulldozers, man. I love what we're seeing from that defensive front from the Jays.
Penalty against the Duncan Demons.
See if we can get Duncan off the field here in this 3rd and long.
3rd penalty for Duncan. Makes it 3rd down and 10 from the Guthrie 26. Wilkins pumps, goes to the far side, and it's over the head, and here comes a flag. And it looks like they might get KBS on the pass interference. We'll see what the official call is. I thought maybe the receiver, I was anticipating the receiver push off. That didn't happen. I think KBS might have got tangled up in this one. Likely will go against the Blue Jays, and if it does, it will be an automatic 1st down, and Duncan will be in the red zone.
It appeared like to me, Chris, they looked like they were going to let him play, and I think at the last minute, Caden just got a little aggressive right there at about the last 15% of the ball flight, and the official was reaching for it, and then finally he went ahead and tossed it.
It is against the Blue Jays on the pass interference. It takes the ball to the Guthrie 13-yard line, so Duncan can get a 1st down inside the 5-yard line. Pettit, the running back on the left side of Wilkins in the shotgun. One receiver each side. Wilkins rolls to the far side, looking to put a toe in the ground. Nothing there, and he's going to be hit for a loss back at the 15-yard line. Loss of 2. KBS on the tackle, and now Wilkins slow to get up.
Yeah, the way that Kelly BB defense is designed to work is what just happened right there.
Stretched
it, and then your corner, your safety comes up and cleans it up out on the sideline. And senior 7 redeeming himself after the PI, coming up making the tackle for loss.
When was it cool to call like PI? I hear it all the time, like DPI, OPI. PI. When did that come about? Because
I've never been
it's Seth Robbins. It's guys on Sunday Night Football. I mean, it's a big deal now. Real quick here, 2nd down and 11, handoff left side. Not much there, just a couple of yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd down for the Demons.
Everybody loves acronyms.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, OMG.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
LOL.
I
sorry.
I spent Labor Day weekend with my boy up in Colorado, who's only been a part of the military for about 10 weeks, and literally every sentence there's another acronym that I have to say, what does RON mean? What does that mean? And, so I got a lot to learn, but I'm trying with the DPI and OPI.
3rd down and 10 for the Demons. They'll go to the near side. The pass is caught, but down immediately inside the 10 at the 9. It's a pickup of 4. It'll be 4th down and 6 for the Demons, and they'll keep the offense obviously on the field. Might take a timeout, and they do, to talk about this one here. 8:09 to play until halftime. Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Duncan bringing on the field goal unit here, Seth, to try a 26-yard field goal.
Yeah, number 49, Avante Jackson, a freshman field goal kicker for the Demons.
And Phil, we saw him in pregame. This is within his distance.
definitely got the range from here, Chris.
Ball's on the near hash mark. Snap, kick, it's blocked. It's blocked by KBS, and the Blue Jays stop the Duncan Demons. KBS. Wow.
3 weeks in a row, Chris, big plays in the special teams, one of the keys to the game we spoke about. Duncan had the ball right there. We'll get the time here in a minute, but Duncan, long protracted drive, couple of penalties, had an opportunity to get back in the game, had an opportunity to put points on the board, but the Blue Jays special teams come up big once again.
So with the blocked field goal, the ball will be moved out to the 20-yard line. Be first down 10 for the Blue Jays, who will be going right to left as they head toward the rock for the first time here tonight. Leading 14-0, 8 minutes and 4 seconds to play until halftime. Trips receivers to the near side. Josh Raines takes the snap. He'll keep it, and he'll be down in around the 24-yard line. Pick up of 4 yards. A lot of Demons chasing Isaiah Hammonds. Good play action there by Josh.
Absolutely. Love to see Josh pick up 4 or 5 without taking a big hit.
Yes, absolutely.
Love to see him just get gently laid down on the turf by the Demon defenders.
2nd down and 6. One receiver to the far side. Is that Willie Clymer in the ball game?
Willie Clymer
Yes.
is the lone receiver out on the high side, Chris.
Titan, KBS, receivers to the near side. Carson Wilder in motion, the halfback in motion. Josh, the throw on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, it's Carson Wilder caught at the 3rd, or is that, yeah, that's Carson.
That's
out to
33.
the 35-yard line. Needed 6, and the Jays get 11 yards. Welcome back to the game, Carson Wilder.
Yeah, love to see the H-back get a little bit of love every once in a while. You know, they do the yeoman's work of going in motion and opening holes for the running backs, lead blocking for the quarterback. So it's really nice to see the offensive coordinator let them get involved just a little bit.
Carson Wilder with his 2nd catch as a Blue Jay. First down and 10. Josh fumbles the snap. Isaiah picks it up and is punished for it all the way back to the 30-yard line. About a lot, we'll call it the 31. So it's going to be a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14, and Josh probably just took his eyes off the ball just for a brief second. Didn't watch it all the way in, and it cost the Jays 4 yards.
Yeah, a lot was going on there, Chris. You had Clymer coming across the formation, and I'm not sure that Josh even intended on that ball being snapped.
Blue Jays with 110 yards of offense. 2nd down and long here. Off it goes to Ty Eaton on a little sweep play, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard at most on that 2nd down and 14 play. It's going to be 3rd down and long for the Blue Jays. Guthrie tonight throwing the football is 2 of 3 for 30 yards.
Excellent open field tackle right there by number 5, Drayden Wiggins, senior of the Duncans. Eaton wanted to juke him a little bit, and he wasn't having none of it.
See what Coach Beebe, Coach Rice draw up here. You're needing 13 yards. KBS, Jalen Allison, by the way, 3 catches, 51 yards last week. We'll see what it is. 3rd down and 13 from the 32. Clymer into motion. Josh all day to throw. Goes downfield looking for a man, and Allison, it's incomplete. Jalen had a step on the defensive back, but the pass a little too strong, and Guthrie's going to have to punt the football away with 5:47 to play till the half.
I think Jalen Allison right there was having a little bit of hard time catching traction. About the 40-yard line, he took a pretty decent little slip, had to stutter step to get his feet back underneath him, and I think that was the difference between a big gain and an incompletion.
Josh pumped formation back at his 20-yard line. I'll tell you how wet the field is here in just a second after this punt. Josh, flag thrown. Great punt, averaging 37 yards per punt this year. And it will be big Blue Jay bounce, and it will be down at the 20-yard line, but everything's on hold right now. Yeah, it looked like Craig just threw that in the air. I thought it was touched.
At the 32.
Yeah. But he kept following the football. I guess it could be a fumble or anything crazy. It's probably good officiating. But there is a flag down. All that might be for naught here. I was down on the field. Phil and I were hooking up crowd mics down on the field, band mics, all that good stuff. And I'm just sitting there talking to defensive line coach Eric Woodard. And all of a sudden, I start feeling my socks getting wet. I was sinking.
Oh, did you have an extra pair?
No.
Oh, that makes for a rough night.
It wasn't. I was able, my quick, the senses are pretty quick with the touch of the touch, and I got out of there fast.
Well, you narrowly avoided a tragedy, Chris. And 3 or 4 hours in the microphone with wet socks.
No, it's not good.
Sam Evans would have definitely been having to get the powder out when you got home for sure.
Phil has something to say. Let's just hope it's PG here. Phil, go ahead, buddy.
No, I mean, I was just going to tell you, I thought you overcame that adversity very well. I was proud of you. You only threw a temper tantrum for like 22 seconds.
Excellent sideline report there by Phil Nichols.
Boy, cutting-edge analysis by Phil every time.
First down to 10. The punt was down at the 37, so that's where Duncan takes over. And the first play will be a handoff on the left side that pick up 3 yards from the 37 to the 40. Second down and 7 upcoming. 5:25 and rolling here in quarter number 2. Guthrie scored on their first 2 offensive drives of 58 yards and 50 yards to lead it right now 14-0.
Yeah, I think the Demons have kind of found their footing a little bit. I think the coaches over there have got kind of figured out a little bit more what we're trying to do, and I think they've settled in nicely.
Option play to Pruitt, and great open field tackle by DeAndre Jones, grabbing the ankles. Pettit had nowhere to go. Good play there with a 5'10", 170-pound junior, as our video audience gets to see another replay of that.
Yeah, it's a lonely place to be.
Yes.
When you're on the ground and you got the ankle of a senior tailback and you're just praying to God that your backers or your safety, somebody's going to come up and clean that up for you. Excellent job by number 2, DeAndre Jones, right there. Saved a first down with that tackle, I'm certain.
Third down and 7. Deep pass thrown. It's incomplete at the 40-yard line. I really thought the intended receiver on the far side was going to come down to it, but it looked like he also slipped.
Yeah.
Trying to bring that in. Cade Whitfield on the coverage.
Yeah, Cade and number 10, Jalen Shelf.
Yeah.
I think that ball was underthrown to the point that we just about gave up the catch right there because it was so underthrown,
Yeah.
but it was enough underthrown that the receiver, with the sloppy conditions, could not make the adjustment with his body and come back and make the catch.
Just to clear something real quick, the punt, when Guthrie punted, it went to the 37, but a 5-yard penalty moved to the 32, so that explains it there. Duncan Demons in punt formation. This one's a pretty good punt, but it'll be dropped by Jalen. Here's a return from the 32 to the 35 to the 40. 45 spins down at the 47-yard line. So Blue Jays 53 yards away from hopefully another score. Great field position with 4:21 to play until halftime. Guthrie 14, Duncan 0.
Yeah, Chris, it's exciting every time number 10 gets the ball in his hand. I cannot wait to see what the next 2 and 3/4 year yield for young Shelf. Certainly you would think that the young man will fill out some and continue to grow, being just a young 15-year-old sophomore. But so far through 2.5 ball games, he's just electric with the ball in his hands.
Take a real quick at some of scores presented by South Point Baptist Church out on South Division. Broken Arrow trails Owasso 15-0. Phil's Owasso Rams lead at 15-0. Stillwater leads Mustang 14-0. In the Backyard Bowl, Union Jinx no score reporting on that one so far. Yukon leads Deer Creek 20-3. PC West trails Putnam City by a score of 14-6. Piedmont, I picked Piedmont to beat PC North. Phil picked PC North win, but right now PC North winning that ball game right now 19-0. Bishop McGinnis leads Bishop Kelly 7-0. And Midwest City, where's Del City and Carl Everett? We'll get to that here in a second. Blue Jays on the field, first down and 10. From their own 47-yard line, 4-man front for the Duncan Demons. Josh hands it off to Isaiah up the middle, gets to midfield, down at the 49. Pick up 4 yards. The Blue Jays are in Duncan territory, and still over 4 minutes, Seth, so you like to see a nice little 3-minute drive, take some time off the clock, get some momentum in the locker room, and go up 3 scores.
Yeah, it would be a nice way to end the half if we could just march down the field and put some points on the board.
No big hurry here, by the way. Carl Everett leads Del City 7-0. Stay tuned during the Golden Chick halftime show. We'll go through most of the scores around the state of Oklahoma during the Golden Chick halftime show. Second down and 6 from the Duncan 49-yard line. Blue Jays will check the sideline with 8 seconds, and offensive coordinator Jason Rice puts a hand up to Raines and says, hold on, we're going to call a timeout and rethink this here. So we'll take a timeout with them. 3:31 to play until halftime. Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Second down and 6 for the Guthrie Blue Jays at the Duncan 49-yard line. Josh Raines, the senior quarterback, will run with it up the gut. He'll to the 45 and more, cuts it to the 41-yard line. A fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays as Josh picks up 8 yards on that second down and 6 play. Clock stops with 3:25 to go.
Interesting to see the Blue Jays kind of work a 2-minute offense here, Chris. We haven't really got to see that so far this year.
Again, still got no hurry here for the Jays. They huddle, but no big hurry to snap the ball. First down and 10. Jalen Ellison in the motion from right to left. Jays more than likely will roll to the near side. Josh, be careful here. Throws it on the run and just simply throws it out of bounds. That's a good decision there. And it's just as that play unfolded, it just didn't look good. And Josh, smartly enough, throw that one away. And Phil, you were the intended receiver there for maybe a second.
Well, I was, but luckily I was 20 yards from that thing because it was going about 94 miles an hour and about killed 3 children in the front row.
Josh has he got to work on the changeup. We know the fastball is there.
Wow.
He's got to throw the changeup.
He brought some high heat, Cotton.
Is it the Seminole State pitching coach? Keep throwing that ball, Josh. We like it. Second down and 10. He'll run with it this time, and he'll spin to the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup. So it'll be third down and 9 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Blue Jays start working something a little underneath to Eaton.
Yeah.
Maybe go back to the well with Wilder, kind of catch Duncan here, napping just a bit.
Third down and 9 from the Duncan 40-yard line. Jays need the 31. We saw Titan get a lot of stuff underneath against that Bishop Kelly Lawton scrimmage.
Right.
Haven't really seen it in game action quite yet.
Yeah, I'd love to see him bring that out right here.
Isaiah Hammond's in the backfield. Titan, KBS. Allison receivers to the near side. 4 seconds on the play clock. Josh takes a snap, pumps. Going downfield looking for Ty Eaton. It's underthrown. It's intercepted. Intercepted inside the 20. Ty Eaton with the tackle. And with 2:06 to play in the first half, Duncan has the turnover. That's the second turnover of the ball game for the Blue Jays. And on the season, that's going to be turnover number 5.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really long throw right there, Chris, for any quarterback at any level to get, again, we've referred to it several times, a sloppy track. It's going to be hard to really set your feet and unload on one right there. Just looked like he kind of got a little bit too much air and spin under that one, and it just kind of turned into a punt.
Yeah.
Good thing for Eaton to go ahead and turn into that corner and get that tackled. A third down play right there. It's equivalent of a long punt. So see if the Blue Jay defense can keep Duncan from putting any points on the board. Get to halftime up 14-0.
Ball officially marked at the 18-yard lines. First down and 10. Shotgun snap. Quarterback will run with it, and he won't get far as he's hit for a loss. Gavin Sealanders, the big nose tackle in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Nice play. Shed a tackle.
Yes.
Block, excuse me.
Sealanders is another one of those really, really, really athletic D linemen that we've got 4 of this year. Big and strong, can shed blocks, but can still get after the quarterback.
Loss of 2. Second down and 12. 139, 138 to play till halftime. 3 receivers sit. Pettit this time, and he's hitting the backfield. It's going to be for a loss.
Looks like the Blue Jays are going to start working the timeouts, Chris. Duncan's going backwards on the wrong end of the field, and Coach Beebe decided, hey, let's go ahead and try and make him punt one. Worked out for us last week.
It did. Spade pull on the tackle. Guthrie now with 2 timeouts left. Clock stop a minute 29. It'd be third down and 13. Get a stop here, Seth. Call another timeout, make it fourth down, and then work the offense, see if you can get a cheap score, if you will.
Hey, you got a slippery football. there's always the chance of a poor snap, a poor kick. Then we have electric returners in 7 and 10. There's really no downside to working the clock right now.
Which is stuck right now at 129. Favoring the Blue Jays right now. Don't forget, Guthrie has had some great punt and kick returns tonight as well, so that's still in play.
No, definitely advantage Blue Jays in the special teams so far, especially in the return game. Just no reason now, if you're Coach Kelly Beebe, there's no reason not to try and force them into a long snap and a clean punt right here before halftime.
And you make Duncan a clean snap, a clean punt. I mean, there's a lot of factors into it.
Yeah,
on a sloppy field.
On a sloppy field in high school football. There's a good chance you end up with a ball on the turf.
First things first, though, 3rd down and 13 from the 15-yard line. You would think Duncan would keep it pretty safe here, but we'll see what they have in mind.
No backs.
Tate Wilkins, the quarterback, will throw for it. It's a pass, caught a hook and lateral, and is it knocked down by KBS? I
think it's going to be called a fumble out of bounds.
Okay,
right there,
fumble out of bounds.
Because it was a clean reception. They tried the hook and ladder, and KBS knocked it down.
No matter what, it goes out of bounds well shy of the first down. They're going to mark it out of bounds in around the 21-yard line, so maybe a 6-yard play. So it's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 7 yards, and it's punt formation, and the Blue Jays
stopped clock.
Don't have to spend a timeout.
We still have a timeout in our back pocket.
And now Duncan spins a timeout. I don't want to miss anything, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. We got a couple breaks that we need to get to. Aaron Ryburn yelling in my ear, but we will definitely get to those here in just a little bit. But don't want to miss any action. And again, if everyone watching on our Facebook feed tonight, YouTube, didn't like the way I did some things earlier in the day, and so we are broadcasting on Facebook, but we are recording the ball game. It will be uploaded to YouTube later on. Of course, we're in our radio home of 93.7 FM KSBI.
So you're telling me that you're not on YouTube tonight, not from something that Phil did, but for something you did.
Boy, this is bizarro world right
now.
Well,
I figured if you were ever going to get kicked off the air, it'd been because of Nichols.
Man, this 2020 year's got to end.
It's got to end. It's got to end.
4th down and 6, punting time. I thought I was doing a good thing. Get punished for
no good deed.
Exactly.
No good deed.
Duncan punter back at his 6-yard line. And is that number 11? I want to make sure I get him right in there. Is that 13? Yeah, see, this officiating crew is so good. They thought we could go into our timeout, and they allowed us our official time. That's how good this officiating crew. Yeah,
big league. They know what they're doing.
Now I know we can take timeouts and not miss any action.
Absolutely.
4th down, 6, punting time. It's a good snap, and it's a line drive. Pretty good punt. It won't be returned. It goes out of bounds, though. And Guthrie will have great field position in Duncan territory. We'll see where they mark it off. Still marking it off.
Oh, wow.
1:18 to play in the second quarter. He's still walking, and it will be out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10. And so Blue Jays, 21-yard punt, no return, out of bounds. So Guthrie can get that sour taste of that turnover out of their mouth and put some points on the board.
Yeah.
Then you totally forget about it.
I was just about to praise Duncan for kind of winning the chess match right there, the timeouts and the field position. Hard from this angle to tell where that ball went out of bounds, but that ref walked it all the way back to the Duncan 42-yard line.
Jay set up camp, moving right to left. 1st down and 10, trips receivers to the near side of the football field, the long side of the field. Josh rolls to that side. Nobody's open. Wheel route. It's incomplete. Ty Eaton, even if he comes down with that catch, Seth, it's going to be out of bounds. And just Josh didn't really give Ty a good chance at that one. And to give credit, everybody was open in the or everyone was shut down by the defensive backs. Good job there, and Josh was just trying to find a little spot to get it in there.
Well, that's a low-risk throw right there. It's a back shoulder throw. If your guy gets it, great. If he doesn't, great. No harm, no foul.
So it sets up a 2nd down and 10 play. 1:12. Blue Jays have one timeout to work with, leading 14-0. Eaton in the motion right to left. Josh will go on the ground, and he's stuffed by a couple of Demons back at the 45-yard line. Loss of 3, 3rd down and 13. And now we'll see what Guthrie has to do here. They will have a couple plays, but they're not stopping the clock here.
Not exactly sure what happened there, Chris. We got a quarterback looking to the sideline with his hands up, like what happened, and no offensive coordinator looking at him like, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
And now it looks like they're content to let the clock run a little bit, maybe take one more shot at a home run and head to the locker room.
Twin receivers to each side. Josh Raines on 3rd down and 13, takes a snap with 32 seconds. Wants to throw, force out of the pocket, rolling to the right, throws it. Caught at the original line of scrimmage to the 40, did not get out of bounds. 20 seconds on the reception was Jalen Allison. And it looks like the Guthrie coaching staff will elect to go into the locker room on top 14-0. And that's the good news. Seth Guthrie came out on fire, drives a 58 and 50. Kind of stalled out a little bit. Duncan unable to take advantage of it right now.
Yeah, the Demons came out early just looking like they were deer in the headlights. But credit to them and their coaching staff for kind of getting the nerves out, getting the first road trip of the game. You know, you come out flat a little bit and get punched in the mouth. But, you know, they've hung in there and they've made the adjustments. And, you know, I'm not going to say they've shut us down, but they've largely – looks like they've kind of clued into what we're trying to do, and it'll be a great opportunity to see the Blue Jays come out in the second half, see if offensively we can make some adjustments and kind of get them back on their heels once again. Looks like the Blue Jays have taken a timeout.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to try and throw one into the end zone.
Took a timeout with 1 second on the game clock, so Guthrie looks like they'll go for the old Hail Mary play here. Duncan, see how many guys they put deep.
You got their starting QB in center field.
He's back. See, Guthrie will snap it at the 42-yard line, and there's 3 Duncan Demons in around the 25-yard line. Not as deep as I thought they would be. Here we go. 1 second left in the first half. Josh Raines letting his guys get downfield, throws it to KBS. It's going to be intercepted at the 10-yard line and tackled at the 14. 3 turnovers for the Blue Jays in the first half. That's not good. 6 turnovers now in 2.5 games, and even if you catch it, it was not going to be a score. And both teams go into the locker room. Guthrie on top, 14-0. Got a couple breaks to catch up with. When we come back, it's the Golden Chick halftime show. Your halftime score: Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank. Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
And we welcome you inside the Golden Chick halftime show. Blue Jays leading the Duncan Demons here at the break, 14-0. Alongside, here we go, Mason Russell, Kel Evans, Braden Russell, Craig Fleck, Aaron Ryburn, Phil Nichols, Seth Robbins,
Jordan Leach, Chris Evans with you. It's quite the team. 9-member team, Seth.
Your entourage gets bigger every single year. Every single year, you're going to have to get you a church van one of these days to go to and from your games.
We're going to have to get the Herzl bus out.
Yeah, we'll have to get the Herzl 6-door excursion back out.
We took that all the way to Vernon, Texas one time, didn't we, Phil Nichols?
Yeah, and I spent $987 on gas. We're never doing that again. I called Laverne Downing, a great sponsor tonight, with the tailgate, and I said, I need a small business loan. He said, what happened? I said, I drove Herzl's truck. So, wasn't good.
Well, it was a good first half, Phil. The Blue Jays jumped out to an early 14-0 lead. Like, well, this might be over here pretty quick, but slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, and I think, and we've talked about it. They made adjustments on both sides of the ball. Duncan did, and really did a nice job. And it's what you would expect with a Guthrie, Duncan ball game. I mean, there's not a lot of blowouts in that series, right? They usually tighten up and become good ball games, and Duncan's got some play. I'll tell you what's impressed me the most with Duncan on the defensive side. Their DBs are really, really active and really good. I mean, they're never out of position, very athletic, long. Number 2 is probably the smallest DB, but he is never out of position. So they've got great defensive backs.
Yeah, Phil, I think that much like the Blue Jays early on in a couple of the previous games, I think Duncan just came out on their heels and the Blue Jays made them pay. And a lot of times in that situation, it's going to come down to the calmness of your coaching staff. And as you alluded to in the pregame, this coaching staff for Duncan is Hall of Fame caliber, very experienced, and really didn't let their guys just get blown off the field in the first half. So credit to them, credit to the Demons for stiffening up and making this a ball game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And also, you watch number 6, of course, he plays tailback, but on the defensive side, he is definitely in charge of that defensive side of the ball for the Demons. He's the quarterback on defense, and obviously he's an explosive athlete. You can see it. They haven't been able to get him open and get out in the open and do anything really on offense yet up to this point. But on the defensive side of the ball, he's the man that's out there setting the tempo, directing traffic, making everybody, just getting them in the right position to make plays.
Yeah, Phil referring to Desmond Pettit, the 5'11", 180-pound senior running back and defensive back for the Duncan Demons, been very active so far tonight. And as you two spoke of in the pregame, 80% of the Duncans play both sides of the football. And, there's 2 different schools of thought on that. Since Guthrie's really had their resurgence, not even a resurgence, just this run they've been on the last 20 years. One of the hallmarks of that run is generally not very many people on Guthrie play both sides of the football. A couple skilled guys will play receiver, DB, things like that. But for the most part, Coach Rafe Watkins and now Coach Kelly Beebe have preferred to keep as many guys as one side of the ball as possible.
Yeah, you got, and obviously the thought there is keep people fresh. And we're seeing that on the D line right now with, and I apologize, with 49 and 36. I'm old, guys. I can't remember these kids' names like I used to.
Go ahead,
Thompson and Sealander, sorry. Well,
Well, Chris needs a break. He does it every day in non-football activities, but rotating those kids is not because Thompson is not performing. The guy has been absolutely dominant so far this year at nose guard, but getting 36 there, seeming in there, I mean, it gives them some time to catch their breath and get ready. And you see a lot of kids rotating in and out. So, it's all part of the strategy of the ball game. Keep kids fresh. You get into the fourth quarter in deep water, and a lot of times that makes a difference in these kind of games.
No, it definitely is. It's great to see the Blue Jays be back to a roster size to where that's possible.
Yeah.
It hadn't been that way the last couple of years. So it's nice to see a big full roster where you can take a kid like Thompson who's just all over the field and say, hey son, go sit for 3 or 4 plays, catch your breath, keep yourself fresh for the second half.
Absolutely. Blue Jays lead it here at halftime over the Duncan Demons, 14-0. Take a timeout here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. Come back, we'll talk about Lula and the great crew over at Golden Chick. We'll also take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. We'll have our Mercy Health reports and our keys to the second half, the Blue Jay victory. Still plenty more to go here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show on 93.7 FM KSBI.
FCC is the place to be. At First Christian Church, we love to support our Guthrie Bluejays and be all in. We are all in with our athletes, our students, our families, our community, and our faith. We have something for all ages and would love to have you join us for worship in person or online at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Join us as we continue to be all in, serving Christ and growing in faith. And as always, go Blue Jays!
This is Craig Fleck. Stay tuned after the break. Phil Nichols will join me for first half stats and more on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Good camera shot there by our camera crew. If you're watching us on Facebook tonight, we always want to be on YouTube, but a little something went crazy there.
I understand there's inherent advantages of being on YouTube, but one of my favorite things about us being on Facebook tonight is we know who's watching with us in real time. And I just saw Miss Victoria Lynn Wells of the Drury Cross Country team tuning in on Facebook Live from her dorm room in Springfield, Missouri. Want to say hey to her and all other several hundred people watching right now.
Michelle Boswick watching from her home. She says go Blue Jays, and we invite all your comments on here tonight. Only the good ones though.
Coach Scott Mick is with us.
Okay, always
all
great
the way from Garfield County.
Always great to see Coach Mick catching us when he can. And there was somebody watching, and it was Alan Job. I'm trying to find out where was it.
Indiana.
Indiana, yes.
Listening live from Indiana. Like I said, we've got Tori Wells in Missouri. We've got Benjamin Bo Robbins in Colorado Springs, and just a nationwide audience tonight, Chris.
It's awesome, and we'll be back on our home at YouTube here in a couple of weeks. But when Blue Jays take on Piedmont,
you'll be out of YouTube jail.
Yes, not necessarily jail. It was just I don't know what's going on. Phil, that's ornery. I don't have you on mute. That's ornery. But anyway, this is the Golden Chick halftime show, and Golden Chick again continues to one of the their corporate office is down in the Dallas area, and this is one of their top performing stores in the nation.
Well, I don't want to pat myself on the back or anything, but when I go out of town for a week or two, their numbers definitely drop.
Yeah, you were obviously there a lot in the month of August, because that was a record-breaking month for Lula and the crew there.
Like I've said, I about 363 days a year, that's where my breakfast comes from. Not afraid to admit it. Love Lula and her boys and all the ladies out at Golden Chick. Man, they take good care of me, and they take good care of everybody. I went by there the other day with Jason Herzl, and he was raving about their catfish. Now, I'm never going to know.
As long as the catfish is cooked with the chicken, keep them separated.
Keep the oil separated. I don't want my chicken bathing with the catfish.
No, absolutely. Golden Chick open till midnight tonight. Hey, get out there right now. Get out. Turn us on the radio, 937. Go get some chicken and some Fletcher corn dogs, if you will. Gift cards available.
Fletcher corn dogs and funnel cakes.
If
you're missing the state fair, we missed 89ers. We missed the state fair. If you've got fair food itch, go scratch it tonight with Lula and get your $5 Fletcher footlong corn dog.
Absolutely, that sounds good.
Well, little mustard.
Oh no,
no mustard.
Gotta go ketchup.
No.
Gotta go. All right. We'll take a time out here on the Golden Chick halftime show. When we come back, we'll have the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update as we take a look at games around the state of Oklahoma. We'll also have our first half scoring summary brought to you by the John Vance Motors Group. All coming up after this timeout. Halftime score, Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden.
Golden Chick.
He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
The Golden Chick Halftime Show rolls on with the John Vance Auto Group scoring summary right after this.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Golden Chick halftime show continues here in Guthrie. Jonesboro Stadium. Blue Jays lead the Duncan Demons 14-0. Time now for the John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck, car, anything, van, all that good stuff. Blue Jays score on their first 2 possessions of the ball game. Blue Jays on the opening drive go 58 yards in 7 plays in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Josh Raines with an 18-yard touchdown run. Josh's 4th touchdown of the season. Blue Jays had a 7-0 lead with 9:04 to play in the first quarter. And less than 3 minutes later, Blue Jays got the ball at midfield, needed 3 plays this time to get in the end zone. It was a highlight reel of a run by Isaiah Hammonds, a sophomore, from 25 yards out. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter, Guthrie led 14-0. No scoring in the next 18 minutes, and that's how we get to our halftime score of Guthrie 14, Duncan 0. That is your John Vance Motors first half scoring summary.
Looked like it was going to be a track meet early. Like I said, we talked about early in the halftime show that it appeared like Duncan made the right adjustments to get us off track just a little bit. And like I said, hopefully Coach Rice and the offensive staff will make the adjustments necessary at halftime. We can put up a couple more scores.
Take a look at our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard summary here at halftime. And Phil, you went with PC North, and I went with Piedmont on our Wednesday night show on High School Huddle on 93.7 FM KSBI. You catch it each Wednesday night from 6 to 7. And at halftime, PC North, the 6A Division II school, beating only the lonely 5A school, Piedmont Wildcats, 19-0.
Well, I don't want to brag, Chris, but I think I've gotten every pick right this year so far on the High School Huddle. I think that's how the season's going to go.
You want to head to Perkins after the broadcast, Nichols?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you need a ride.
And if you're on fire, let's parlay this deal.
Battle of the Bishops in Tulsa. Bishop McGinnis leads Bishop Kelly 7-0. Phil, you picked Kelly to win that game. You're down 7-0 there.
Yeah, I think Kelly will come back and get that one. I mean, that's always a pick-em game between those two, but I think, bottom line is I think Kelly's probably deeper, on both sides of the ball. But we talked about this, Chris. When you got Tarman on your side, you're always in every ball game.
Absolutely. Lawton MacArthur 27-0. Collinsville taking it to Sky took. Phil and I both picked Collinsville this week to win. Right now they're winning in the second quarter 28-0. These are your Class 5A scores here at halftime. The game of the week inside the state of Oklahoma, particularly on the west side. There's a couple good ones on the east side. Yeah. But here on the west side, the Carl Albert Titans at Del City tonight. Second quarter score, 7-7.
Yeah, I like this one too here. I wanted to see how this one turned out. Bethany and Woodward. So a district opponent for the Blue Jays traveling to Oklahoma City to take on the Bethany Broncos. Yep. Bethany up 14-13. Second quarter looks like a good ball game. And then Weatherford putting it on El Reno right now in the second quarter, 13-0.
Yeah, so Doran Plumley did not play last week in the loss to Piedmont. Not sure if he's playing tonight, but Ethan Downs for the Weatherford Eagles, saw him last year in the state championship game, committed to the University of Oklahoma. He's a special player.
Yeah, he's all there, Chris. I mean, he is a man on the field. And, we talked about, I think even no matter what the situation is with El Reno and their health, I still think Weatherford's going to win that game.
Stillwater is in Mustang tonight. Phil picks Stillwater to win, and I picked Stillwater to roll, and that's exactly what Stillwater's doing right now, 42-7. That still has not reached halftime.
See what Chris did there, Seth?
Yeah, I did. That was a passive-aggressive shot at you. And,
absolutely.
Chris he's had 42 years of practice at being passive-aggressive. You're not going to get one up on him, even if you want to.
I picked him to win, and he picked him to win, and I picked him to roll, and that's exactly what's happened.
Well, Phil, UConn is in Deer Creek tonight. UConn Miller's looking for the first win of the season.
Please.
In the second
You're
quarter,
getting your wish, buddy.
Deer Creek 3, UConn 41.
It's a wrap. We can all go home.
Putnam City leads PC West 21-6. Blue Jays, of course, beat PC West last week. And Ponca City leads Tulsa McLean at halftime 17-8. And we'll take a look at the big boys in the east side of the state. Owasso shutting out Broken Arrow 22-0. Picked Phil Owasso. I had to go the opposite direction and pick BA in that game, but Owasso leads at halftime 22-0. And Jinx Union, Phil picked Jinx to win and picked Union to go 0-3, so I had to pick Union, but in the first quarter, Jinx leads Union 7-0.
Yeah, so far I'm feeling pretty good.
So those are some of your game. Heritage Hall Clinton 7-7. Cushing leads Perkins 14-7. And make sure I'm not missing anything in Class 4A football. Tahlequah early on leads Wagner 3-0. Tuttle's in Newcastle tonight. Tuttle leads that game 14-7. And some 4A scores, 3A scores. Ringling leads Dickinson 15-6. Lone Grove trails Tecumseh 7-6.
How about our county schools?
Kingfisher leads Chisholm 21-0. We'll dump down in Class A football, see if we can find Crescent and Cashion. I believe they're playing Perry, by the way, in our listening audience, is in Tonkawa tonight. Perry leads that game at halftime 14-12. Morrison over in the Stillwater area leads Kiefer 24-13. Cashion, Phil, no surprise here at Minko, although this is a pretty good game as far as rankings-wise, number 1 versus number 4. But in the second quarter, Cashion 28, Minko 0.
Gosh, Cashion's got to get over the hump at some point, don't they, Chris? I mean, they were so close last year. They've been there so many times. Maybe this is the year the Wildcats get a gold ball.
Boy, we see that every single year.
I know.
They're getting closer. Crescent leads Boone Apache. That game being played in Crescent tonight. Halftime score there is 13-6. Those are your South Point Baptist Church scoreboard summaries here at halftime. Guthrie leads Duncan 14-0. Take a timeout, come back, take a look at the back of the first half. Also get ready for second half action between Guthrie and Duncan. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck, Lynette, and Hope take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Guthrie Bluejays lead the Duncan Demons here at halftime, 14-0. Big thank you to Diane Vaughn and Scott Vaughn listening to the ball game, watching the ball game on our Facebook page here. As
good call. Always staying in the good graces of a district attorney.
Absolutely. And
maybe she can help us get out of YouTube jail.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Seth. Friend, classmate, buddy. Where's the mute button? Oh, there's the mute button, Seth. It'll be the Chris Evans show in the second half. But the Vaughn's little guy, junior high football player.
Yeah,
junior
absolutely.
High, 7th grade team looked good last night in the victory.
Number
8th grade
7,
team lost. Yeah.
Number 7, Maddox Vaughn of that 7th grade Blue Jay squad. That was a pleasure getting to watch them play Del City last night. My goodness, is the future not bright for the Blue Jays, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, that 7th grade team, I think it's 387-0 right now. but no, they do. They've got some really good young kids. And
they've just got it all, Phil. They've got size, they've got speed.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see great skilled kids, and maybe the line needs a little work or vice versa. But, boy, that little group's got everything. So Blue Jay football in years to come is looking really good right now. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely, Phil. It was a good time watching that last night. 8th grade took it on the chin. But I was talking to a gentleman this morning, and I said, when those two grades combine, that's going to be a whale of a football team.
Well, you think about it, that 8th grade team, when they're sophomores, this group of sophomores will be seniors, and there's a lot of kids on that 8th grade team. I know they lost last night, but I want to remind everybody that 07 championship team, when they were in the 8th grade, I think lost 3 games. So, I mean, that's not always indicative how things are going to end up, but when you get those group of kids together, that's going to be fun to watch.
Guthrie leads Duncan at halftime, 14-0. Take a timeout, come back. It's second half kickoff between Guthrie and Duncan here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Moments away from kicking off the second half. The Guthrie Bluejays leading the Duncan Demons 14-0. Phil Nichols, Seth Robbins, Chris Evans with you, along with Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio on Hot 93.7 FM KSPI. Real quick, Phil, any updates on our Mercy Health report here as we get set for second half?
Yeah, still as it was when we kicked off. Everybody's healthy on the Blue Jay side, and I haven't seen anybody on Duncan's sideline go out. So I think we got everybody still intact, still playing 100%.
Mercy Health report brought to you by our good friends at Mercy Hospital, Logan County, out there on Academy Road. Of course, don't forget the clinic as well on South Division as we get set for second half action. Remember, Duncan won the toss the first and second half, so they'll get the football to begin quarter number 3. Trailing the Blue Jays 14-0. So glad to have you on board tonight. Hot 93.7 FM KSBI, week 2 of the high school football season. Remember, Guthrie's off next week, so last half of football for several days.
Yeah, good opportunity, Chris, to go ahead and play a strong second half here and get a win. Go 3-0 in your non-district, get a week off, get well, game plan for Piedmont. Just hope the Blue Jays can deliver here in the second half.
Blue Jays spread across the 36-yard line. Kicking it left to right on the radio dial. It's a short kick to the near sideline. Fielded at the 33 and down immediately. KBS, Jackson Walters in on the tackle. It'll be first down and 10 for the Demons. Duncan in the first half, guys, just 67 yards of offense on 25 snaps of the play. That's less than 3 yards of play. And by the way, Blue Jays just 124 yards after 108 yards on their opening 2 drives. They were a little over 4.4 plays, yards per play, as Duncan will have first shot at it here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Chris, that yard per play stat is make Kelly Beebe sleep well tonight, I promise.
Yeah, Duncan only 4 first downs in that first half. 2 of them on first down, or one of them was on a penalty as well. So really only 3 true first downs. First down 10 for the Demons from their own 33-yard line. Wilkins, the quarterback, in the gun. He'll take the snap, option it off to Pettit. He has room to run to the 35, quickly collapse. Nice job in the backfield. Is that KBS?
No,
or is that
Shelf.
Shelf on the far side?
Man, great play by the sophomore, shedding that block. Looked like for a second that corner or that tailback was going to get the corner.
Sure
but
did.
Excellent play right there by the sophomore Shelf.
Shelf, the cornerback on the left side. KBS, the cornerback on the right side. 5-man front for the Blue Jays. Doles and Poole, your linebackers. Wilkins to throw here on second down. It's caught at the 41, driven backwards. Forward progress will give him just about the 40, so it's a 6-yard pickup to bring up third down and 3 just underway here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to complete him, Chris, but as long as you tackle him like that, you'll be all right.
Wilkins now set of 9 passing for 37 yards. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side.
Duncan's moving with a little more speed this half.
Wilkins takes the snap, puts it in the belly, but takes it out of the belly. A Pettit pays for it. It's fumbled. I think it's fumbled or down immediately, one of the two. Back at the, he did fumble it. Back at the 37. It'll bring up 4th down. We'll call it 6 yards, and the Demons will go 3 and out to punt the football away to begin the quarter, number 3.
Yeah, excellent stand by the Blue Jays right there. Like I said, you go ahead and you let him complete the pass, but you tackle it.
Yes.
You tackle it, keep him out of a first down, and then you tackle the quarterback for a loss. Many times in the most recent years past, a lot of times we were missing tackles. They'd go ahead and get a first down right there. Great punt.
Great punt over the head of KBS. Bounces at the 20, Duncan needs to pick it up. He does at the 15-yard line to the 20, far side 25, and near the 30-yard line. Tackled is Caden Ballard-Stevenson, and the Blue Jays will have it. Offense started great, Seth, with 3 turnovers there in the first half, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Things started off great. Slowed down a little bit, though.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion right there on the punt. I think that punt happened a little quicker than our return guys.
Flecky, what yard did he pick that up on?
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Blue Jays come out in the second half with anything different than they had in the first. First half was a heavy diet of 17 running the football. I'd really like to see some more of that underneath passing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and establish it a little bit, get Wilder involved a little bit in the passing game, get Eaton involved underneath, and then go for the home run.
And I say they slowed down a little bit. Give credit to the Duncan Demons.
Sure.
They made some adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not a whole lot of teams, especially high school teams, can make adjustments, as we've seen tonight by Coach Cobble. That's one of the great things over the years of the coaching staff is to make adjustments. You have your 10 or 12 plays, you're ready to go. And when those don't work, what do you do then? And that's what separated Guthrie coaches for a long, long time.
Yeah, at this level of football, Chris, 5A high school football, there are coaching staffs who can make adjustments on the fly. There are coaching staffs that can make adjustments at halftime, and there's coaching staffs that can't make adjustments, period. And so, a testament to Coach Cobble and his staff for keeping these kids in the ball game, because a lot of teams, you get hit in the mouth twice like that, like the Blue Jays did, coming out, and the game just get out of control.
Holding penalty on Guthrie will back it up to the 20-yard line, so it's 1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Isaiah Hammonds and Josh Raines in the backfield. Isaiah gets the carry going backwards. 3 Demons in the area. It's going to be a loss of about 5-6 yards. And Duncan knows that play, and I don't know if that play is going to be there a whole lot more tonight.
No, we're starting to see the Duncan Demon team we thought we were going to see.
Yeah.
And right now, they've kind of got us patterned out on offense. They seem to be in our head a little bit, right where we, they're right there at that mesh point, blowing that play up time and time again.
As if they're making Guthrie there's 8 guys in the box. There's a pass caught. That's what we look there, 20-25. That's Ty Eaton out to a 27-yard line, 12-yard pickup, and a very manageable 3rd down play upcoming.
Ask and you shall receive, Chris. That's the kind of play we saw extensively in the pregame scrimmage, and love to see the Blue Jays go back to it here.
Jason to the line scrimmage quickly, 3rd down and 3. 3 receivers. Josh claps his hands, nothing there. He'll check the sideline. 19 on the play clock. 9:02 to play in the ball game. 3rd down and 3 at the 27. Jays obviously need the 30-yard line. Will it be Raines or Hammonds on the run? It'll be a lead play for Josh Raines. Can he get there? He can and more. Cuts to the other side to the 35 to the 40. 45 midfield. Duncan territory at the 40. 35-30. 25-20. Open. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Josh Raines from 73 yards out, strike up the Guthrie High School band.
Chris, you're going to see an excellent block right here by number 7, Caden Ballard-Stevenson. Borderline hold, but he put his hands in the air and did not get the penalty. Sprung Josh, and then he has an escort down the sideline, 32, the sophomore Ty Eaton.
Josh Raines outrunning a couple Demons to get into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. That is the 5th touchdown for Josh Raines on this young season. Guthrie on top, 20-0 PAT upcoming.
As we said, we'd like to see him go to the underneath passing to open up the run. And sure enough, we see the 15-yard completion to Eaton. All of a sudden, Duncan backs off a little bit, and bam, Josh hits him for 70.
Duncan says, hey, we're going to stop the run. You're going to have to throw the ball. And Josh Raines goes, okay.
All right,
gotcha.
Let's do it.
Game on. Izak on for the PAT. He wears jersey number 4 for the Blue Jays. He's a 5'8 junior. Kick right down the middle. Blue Jays back on the scoreboard, leading now 21-0. 8:40 to play in quarter number 3. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Now we've seen football players celebrate and taunt the other team, taunt their players, taunt the fans. I've never seen a quarterback taunt the radio sideline reporter,
well,
Seth.
I was just going to say, it literally looks like Raines and Phil were separated at birth, separated by about 30 years of birth, but still, they look like a couple of clones down there.
Jay's kickoff fielded at the 30-yard line. Jackson,
no, sir.
Is that Jackson Walters?
That's
Cole Whitfield. Wow, Cole Whitfield.
Baby brother.
Look at the speed there. It had the speed of Jackson Walters, but it's Cole Whitfield with a nice tackle there. No, Phil and Josh had this back and forth deal. Phil said Josh ran about a. Well, Josh, I can't remember what it was, but you mocked his speed though.
I simply said a couple years ago he was a solid 4'9" kid. He came walking down the field. He looked at me. He said a big grin. He goes 4'9", and I said, "All right, you're right, a little faster."
Hey, got to make a correction right there. That was number 8, Braden Cheney, on that great tackle.
Oh, 8, Braden Cheney.
Yep.
Okay,
sophomore Braden Cheney on that tackle on the kickoff return.
First down and 10 for Duncan at the 28-yard line. We'll have our scoring summary brought to you by John Vance here after this play. Sealander's back in there at the defensive line. He's had a good game on that D front. Little screen pass caught by Pettit and out of the backfield across the 30 and out to the 31-yard line. About 3 or 4 yard pickup there by Duncan. John Vance Motor scoring summary, the latest one. 73-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines, running at least a 4.8, 4.7 down that sideline. Blue Jays go 3 plays, 80 yards, minute 29 to lead it now 21-0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary.
Chris, number 6, the running back Pettit there for the Demons, making what did the guy used to say on the Thunder broadcast? Made chicken salad out of chicken stuff.
Yes.
He was wrapped up in the backfield by number 6, Jackson Walters, right there.
Timeout. Yep, timeout. We'll take one with them. 7:58 to play in the third quarter. Guthrie 21, Duncan 0. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Out of the timeout, the Duncan Demons will have a 2nd down and 7 play from their own 31-yard line. 4 receiver set. Wilkins, the quarterback, will run with it up the gut, 35 to the 36. He had a big hole there for a brief second. Spade pull. The linebacker with the tackle. A 5-yard pickup will bring up a 3rd down and 2 play for the Demons. Now trailing 21-0 to the Blue Jays. 3 receivers to the far side, and one of the top receivers for Duncan tonight, Tyson Walker. He missed the entire season with a broken foot. Had a couple touchdown receptions last week in the loss to Lawton. Wilkins tries to run for the 1st down, does not make it. There is a flag thrown by the referee, Danny Gacius, and that is usually a holding penalty against the offense when the referee throws it, and that's exactly what the call is. And so we would expect the Blue Jays to accept this penalty, make Duncan try it again on third down and a little bit longer.
Yeah, the holding penalty right there negates a really athletic play by the quarterback.
Yeah.
Hurdled the whole pile, but I think that pile was there because a couple of Demons decided they would just go ahead and tackle Cole Madison.
Back to the 26-yard line. Duncan needs about the 38, so we'll call it third down and 12. 7:22 and rolling here in quarter number 3. Guthrie 21, Duncan 0. A rematch of the 2018 playoffs. 3 receivers to the near side. Wilkins to throw, has a man, and it's batted, almost intercepted by Spade Poole at the 30-yard line. The intended receiver for the Duncan Demons was Bryson Brookshire. It's incomplete, and now Duncan will have to punt the football away down 21-0.
Big time play right there by Spade Poole. You know, our 2 linebackers, 21 and 22, Poole and Doles, we know what they can do in the run game. Yes. Excellent run stoppers. It's nice to see them drop back into coverage and make a play right there.
4th down, 12. Duncan punter back at his 12-yard line. Line drive punt. Fair catch called for by KBS. Hauled in at the 42-yard line. Guthrie with great field position. They've had it almost the entire night. Let's see what the Jays have in store here. They scored on their first 2 offensive drives in the first quarter. Score on their first drive in quarter number 3. See if they can prove it again here in the third quarter.
Yeah, with a little bit of breathing room right here, Chris. I know it. We talk about it. We talked about it in the last drive. Love to see them work underneath a little bit more with Allison and Wilder and Eaton and continue to soften up that Duncan secondary.
Carson Wilder in there as halfback. Jalen Allison and KBS and Ty Eaton are your receivers. Good offensive line for the Blue Jays as well. Josh Raines in the shotgun. Isaiah on his left hip pocket. Isaiah will get the call on first down to the 45, to the 46. A quiet night for Isaiah. 4-yard pickup there after rushing for 3 touchdowns last week in the victory over PC West.
Well, he got his Sports Center top 10 run in the first quarter out of the way. Now he's just decided to put it on cruise control the rest of the night.
Isaiah now 7 carries for 33 yards. 2nd down and 6. Josh will check the sideline with 19 seconds on the play clock. Guthrie moving left to right. On homecoming 2020, blue jersey tops, white numbers, black pants tonight. Isaiah gets the carry, and he'll be game tackled at midfield. Pick up a 4. He'll draw 3rd down and 2. Josh Raines, 4 of 10 passing tonight for 46 yards. Does have those 2 interceptions. Blue Jays have also lost a fumble tonight. 3 turnovers. All those coming in the first half. 2 receivers to the far side in the formation. Ball at midfield, right in the middle of the field on that worn-out G with all the rain and cleats, and not a good mix. Still looks good, though.
Junior high last night, Pee Wee's tomorrow. The surface is going to be roughed up.
3rd down and 2. Hammonds needs 2. Knee in, he'll get 3. And the Jays will get a fresh set of downs. 5:49 to play in quarter number 3.
Apparent to this guy that Jason Rice and the Blue Jay offensive staff are going into clock-eating mode right now, Chris.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I don't mind it. Wouldn't mind getting in bed tonight at a decent hour. How about you, Part?
Absolutely. 1st down and 10, back to Hammonds on the right side. This is so dangerous. 45 down to the 43. Pick up 4 yards for Isaiah. Quick scoreboard update brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Bishop McGinnis leads Bishop Kelly in the 3rd quarter now, 14-7. McGinnis on the high side in that one, back and forth ball game. And in Del City tonight, the Del City Eagles leading the Carl Albert Titans 14-7.
I ain't worried about them.
I ain't either.
You said last week they were losing to Midwest City at halftime. I said, well, they're going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to win that ball game too, I promise.
2nd down 6. Eaton into motion, play action. Josh runs to the far side, cuts it up. Now he'll run with it to the 40, makes one guy miss, makes a second guy miss. He's at the 35, 1st down to the 30, far sideline, and finally wrestled down after a nice run there by Joshua Raines.
Hey, he put a little move on. I think he's got him on roller skates tonight on that wet field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Finally, the 6th guy gets him.
6th guy got him.
I think he's running hard. I think he's got that Phil Nichols. He's running hard for Phil tonight. 16 yards, 14 yards on the carry.
Well, he's showing out for Uncle Phil. He wants that player of the game.
Did you guys see the end of the play, though, the contact.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing I love. He's a linebacker, boys, I'm telling you.
First down and 10, Josh Raines. Option play, will keep it. Why not? 25, 20, and spun down 15-yard line. There is a flag thrown by the referee, and usually not a good sign, or even if it was the umpire, one of those two. And, boy, I just want to brag on our officiating crew again, give them a big shout-out to Ganny Gatius, the referee, umpire Jet Williamson. Linesman is Dale Anderson. Line judge is Gene Carroll. And the back judge is Sean Spiva, just one of the best officiating crews in the state. I apologize. There is a sixth man out there, Nathan Meafy. 6 officials tonight.
Oh, we got a 5-yard face mask.
My apologies. 5-yard face mask on Duncan. Will now move the ball inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Blue Jays. So the face mask penalty. Josh will take the snap. Isaiah gets the call up the gut into the end zone from 10 yards out. Isaiah Hammond, second score of the night. Strike up the Guthrie High School Marching Band.
You know, we talked in the pregame about conditioning, Chris, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you I think Duncan's out of shape. But Blue Jays definitely have a half a step more than Duncan at this point in the ball game. And right now, that big Blue Jay offensive line is really imposing their will on the Demons.
27-0 PAT upcoming. Isaac to kick the extra points.
Think he gets it to the dirt here, Chris? Think he gets it to the infield?
We're not. I don't think we're quite there yet. We might, district play, I think we might get there. Isaac. Jersey number 4 for head coach Kelly Beebe. Getting ready to go 3-0 on the season, it appears. Line drive, you got to get the bounce. Oh, the ball boy stops it.
Dang it.
I win, you lose. 28-0, 3:55 to play in quarter number 3. Blue Jays on the high side. Timeout from Gelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
FCC is the place to be. At First Christian Church, we love to support our Guthrie Bluejays and be all in. We are all in with our athletes, our students, our families, our community, and our faith. We have something for all ages and would love to have you join us for worship in person or online at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Join us as we continue to be all in, serving Christ and growing in faith. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Blue Jays back on the scoreboard. 7-play, 58-yard drive, 9-yard touchdown run for sophomore Isaiah Hammonds, his second score of the night. Blue Jays now lead at 28-0. That is your latest John Vance Motors scoring summary.
Chris, that offensive line of the Blue Jays, such as number 68, senior Devon Moore, and 77, junior Blake Swartz, opening holes all night for Josh Raines and Isaiah Hammonds.
Kick. Looks like we're going to have an offsides. Blue Jays had a couple of those in week 0. It's a false start. And, Christian Ornelas, the 5'10 junior kicker. Again, the Isaac and Christian, a few weeks now into high school football. I mean, not very much before that.
You talk about living the dream. You don't go to Summer Pride. You don't go to two-a-days. They just pluck you out of the hallways and say, hey, boys, come out here and kick. You know, pretty decent scenario for 81-4.
5-yard penalty on the false start on the kicking team. Backs it to the 35. Those Jays will spread across the 31. You know, we kick this one left to right. Drum roll by the Guthrie Band, as you hear in our crowd mic. Kick in the middle of the field. Fair catch called for at the 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Duncan Demons, playing 5A District 1. Again, this is the 9th time these two teams have met since 2009. Guthrie leads the series since 2009, 7-1. Now Duncan leads the all-time series 13-8. And it just seems like Guthrie can never, when we were kids, Guthrie can never, ever beat Duncan. And I was going through the series this week, and it was like, man, 13-8. It seems like we were like 80 and they were 80-0 against us. It just.
Well, don't you remember when we were in high school how big Duncan and Chickasha were as just in terms of enrollment?
Wilkins will keep it, throws at the last second, and overshoots his receiver on a screen pass. There is a flag thrown, and you would certainly think there would be.
Everybody was downfield.
Big 72. He's still downfield. He's like, hey, we were running the ball. What are you doing throwing the ball? Coach Beebe says back him up. It looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. Coach Beebe says that. Make it first down a little bit longer than 10.
Well, you're getting into the time of the ball game, Chris. 3:47 to go in the third quarter, down 4 scores. You'd really expect Duncan to start opening it up a little bit here and trying to get some big chunk plays on us, maybe air it out a little bit, maybe give an opportunity for our secondary to get a turnover.
No doubt about that, Seth. It's first down at 20. Wilkins will just run a little lead play up the middle. He'll get a little bit of it back to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Or not.
Second down 16.
Or not.
Yeah.
Down 28 with, 15 minutes of football left. Quarterback lead plays, I guess, will get it done for you. But expectation is that they start slinging it a little bit here.
Duncan will play next week as they travel to Tulsa Central. And then they'll get in a district play in week 4 against Lawton MacArthur. Second down and 16 from their own 35. Wilkins to throw indeed this time. And it's going to be incomplete at midfield. And the intended receiver had his back when the ball went past him. And number 2, Bryson Brookshire, the intended receiver, and he kind of threw his hands up like, what? Let me run my route first.
Well,
and Wilkins like, you know what? you throw the ball with a couple guys coming at you.
You throw the ball with Zach Thompson in your face. And 49 Thompson introduced 14 Wilkins, the quarterback, to the soggy Guthrie turf once again.
And Phil, with the addition of Gavin Sealanders, look here, third down and 16 play. They'll just run it here with Pettit, 40, 45, and down there, about 6 yards shy of the first. Actually, Ford Progress will give 5 yards shy. Boy, Gavin Sealanders has given Coach Eric Woodard, the defensive line coach, a little bit more depth tonight.
Yeah, he's done a great job. And one thing we don't want to forget about. I promise you, head coach Kelly Beebe wants a shutout. I mean, every game he wants a shutout. This is one that and that means a lot to these defensive-minded coaches. But I'm telling you, this could be one we get that in. I mean, we got to keep playing, obviously, but it looks good so far.
Fourth down and 5. Demons going for it from their own 46. They'll try to run with it with Pettit, and no, not happening. Can't even get to midfield. A couple yards at best, and the Demons will turn it over on downs back to the Blue Jays, who lead at 28-0.
Chris, you mentioned 36, Gavin Sealanders getting in and really mixing it up tonight right there. A new face we haven't seen a lot of, 39 junior John Burris in the backfield there. Opportunity to make the play. Didn't make the play, but disrupted the play enough. So great to see some new faces get in on D. Hey, hopefully tonight maybe we'll see some new faces get in on O. I'd love to see that third running back.
Yeah, or whoever it is.
Whoever it is.
Yeah.
The mystery. I'd love to see maybe Shelf take some snaps tonight.
It's not going to happen on this series
No,
here.
sir.
2:25 left, and in quarter number 3, Guthrie will take over at the Duncan 48-yard line. First down and 10. 3 receivers in the formation. Josh, option play. He'll keep it. Wants a big play here. He might have a 45-40 to the far side, 35.
Oh,
lowers the shoulder.
Goodness.
Gets down to the 33-yard line. About a 15-yard run for Josh Raines as we catch another look at it for our video audience.
Watch him finish this run.
Looking to dish out punishment. Lower the shoulder.
Wow. Where do you see a quarterback launch himself? I'm surprised we didn't get a call targeting for by the quarterback.
Blue Jays, 11 seconds on the play clock. Just now getting to the line. 8 seconds. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Josh gives it off to Isaiah over right guard. Gets to the 30-yard line. Pick up a 3. Second down and 7, 101 seconds left in quarter number 3.
Good math there, brother.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Somewhere Chuck Charles Crooks is smiling.
Yes. Helen Baker.
Oh, never had Miss Baker.
Yep. Freshman year.
I was all Crooks all through high school.
See, I went Helen Baker, Charles Crooks, Angie Crooks, And then I didn't have to take another year. I was 3 and out. I was 3 and done.
I was Charles, Angie.
I was like a parade All-American football. I was 3 and done.
Well, I can tell you, Mr. Crooks was a much bigger fan of mine than Mrs. Crooks.
Ditto here. 2nd down and 7. Josh Raines moving the pile, spinning to the 20-yard line. 10-yard pickup for the senior Josh Raines, and it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays, trying to add on to a 28-0 lead.
Josh has had an excellent season up to now, Chris, but 3 games in, we've yet to see him run with this kind of intensity. And I promise you, some of those guys in the Demons secondary are going to be having bad dreams about 17 tonight.
Josh Raines, 16 carries for 194 yards.
Woo.
Josh came in the ball game averaging 128 yards. That's only going up. He needs 6 yards to go over 200 yards. 1st down and 10. Hammonds stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and you know, when we get to our post game here in a little bit, 21 seconds, our generation our North Church player of the game, it could have been Josh Raines every single week. It could have been Isaiah Hammonds last 2 weeks. We'll see what happens, but Josh Raines putting a staple on maybe on that award tonight. Phil Nichols says, not so fast. We'll take a timeout as quarter number 3 comes to an end. Guthrie on top, 28-0, trying to add to that here when we come back with a 2nd down 9 play from the 19. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
Homecoming 2020 inside Jelsma Stadium. Guthrie, Oklahoma. The Guthrie Blue Jays leading the Duncan Demons by a score 28-0. So glad to have you tonight on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. On Facebook tonight, we normally on our YouTube channel, but just didn't agree with us tonight, so we are on Facebook. So glad to have you. Mason Russell, Kel Evans, Braden Russell, Craig Fleck, Aaron Ryburn, Phil Nichols, Jordan Leach, Seth Robbins, Chris Evans with you. 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Jays from the Duncan 19-yard line. Josh to throw, rolling, throwing far side. Oh, and nice play by the Duncan defensive back as the ball is incomplete at the goal line. Intended receiver was Jalen Allison.
Excellent pass right there, Chris. Nice to see Josh roll to that side. All we'd seen so far was him rolling to his left side. But excellent throw right there. Great play by the Duncan defender to break that up right there at the end.
Our video audience will get another look at this play here as Josh rolled, and Jalen might have had a chance with that one. It's tough. He was trying to stay in bounds as well as it falls incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 9 play. Josh will run for it, and 3 Duncan Demons will throw him down at the 18-yard line. 1-yard pickup at most.
Chris, is it time to bring out Ezok?
Let's see here, Seth. It's at the 18. It would be a 28-yard field goal.
Let's do it.
No, it would be a 35-yard field goal.
Let's bring here comes Ezok.
Ezok. I don't
Here
know,
we
Seth.
go.
I don't know.
If he creases this, he's the player of the game, Chris.
35 yards. It's a pretty straight-on shot for Ezok.
Nichols is getting in position.
His first field goal, this reminds me of Stillwater, is Phil was there for the Booker T game right there. Ezok from 35-yard. Whistles.
Coach Tyler Young calling a timeout right there.
Iced his own kicker. We'll take a timeout, see if Ezok can hit a 35-yard field goal after this. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere.
South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
It's a
35-yard field goal attempt for Izak. 33 officially, excuse me. Kick, it's long enough. It hit the goalpost, and it goes in.
That baby, Izak.
Izak. And the Blue Jay bench erupts on a 33-yard field goal.
Hit the pin, Chris. Hit the pin.
Guthrie goes up 31-0. You would think they just went up 16-13.
Hey. Anytime you take a young man who never played high school football a month ago, and he knocks one through on homecoming at the Rock from 33.
Aaron, do we have a replay of that?
Oh, yeah.
We did not get it. Did not. Okay, well, I'll have to go home and edit that tonight. But, yeah, a 33-yard field goal for Izak.
It was drawn. It was drawn. Saved by the pin, baby. Saved by the pin.
It hits the
upright.
Left upright and bounces in.
About hit Nichols in the head. It could that would have just made it perfect.
Yeah, it would have deflated the football, but other than that, I'm sure we got other footballs. Phil, you were at the Rock right there. How'd it look?
You know what? I did have flashbacks to a game I like to forget, but it looked really good by about 2 yards. It started hooking, and it's strong. I mean, you guys saw it. I mean, he had more distance on himself. So
it looked like one of your drives with that Cobra driver at Oak Tree National, Nichols.
It went about as far too.
What about the reaction by the players?
It was awesome. You could tell everybody down here is pulling for that kid. And Seth's right. He's riding high right now. Homecomer. 4 weeks ago, he couldn't spell football. Now look at him.
Was it officially 33, Craig? Oh, yeah, it was officially 33-yard field goal. His first of the season. We'll crown it with the John Vance Motor scoring summary after this play. Kickoff return here, fielded at the 33, and down immediately is the Duncan Demon number 4, Trevin Stewart.
Second big tackle by number 8, Braden Chaney tonight, Chris. Becoming a little bit of a special teams demon.
Izak, 33-yard field goal. Blue Jays go 7 plays, 36 yards in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Capped off of that first career field goal, Izak from 33 yards out. That is officially your John Vance Motor scoring summary. He's in the scorebook.
Flecky, you got yards for him.
You called it, Seth.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, thanks.
1st and 10 for the Demons. So really the only drama left in this one. Can Josh Raines get 200 yards? He's 5 yards away from that. And can the Guthrie defense pitch a shutout?
In a perfect world, Josh gets 5 or 6, goes and sets down for the rest of the night, starts eating hamburgers.
Chris.
1 second, Phil. We'll go down to our X. Oh, go ahead, Phil. X and sideline report.
Well, I'm sitting out here with Josh. He says, hey, do you know how many yards I've got?
Oh, no, Josh is asking.
Stop it.
He did. And I said, I don't know, it's like 95, 100. And he goes, really? So I said, well, it's a little closer to 200 than that. And so 195, he said, I'll get that next time.
Well, I was thinking if the coaches need to know that so he can get 200. Now, if Josh knows it's a quarterback keeper, he's going to.
Oh, there's no way he's coming out.
You're going to call. Coach Jason Rice is going to say, there's a timeout. We'll leave it here. Coach Jason Rice said, hey, we're going to give it to Isaiah on the right side. And Josh goes, you know what?
Yeah, no, we're not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Coach, I read the end. I got to go the other way. I got to get 5 yards. So.
Yeah. But, Josh plays so hard, and he's just the epitome of a team guy. And you love seeing kids like that have big games, especially being a senior, last homecoming game. It's a big night for Josh.
And Phil, one of the great kickers in Guthrie High School history, J-Bo Hensley, watching the game tonight on our Facebook page, and he said, "Good job, young man." And J-Bo had a pretty good career.
Well, J-Bo, we've talked about this, Chris. J-Bo Hensley is one of the best all-around athletes I've ever seen. He had the misfortune of growing up with guys that were all going to play D1 football, or these superstars. J-Bo Hensley is a phenomenal athlete, great football player, great baseball player. Now he's probably the best golfer in Guthrie right now. I mean, the guy's just an amazing athlete.
He pretty much just makes me sick. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Pretty much.
That's all I'm going to say right now.
Married to beautiful Haley, got a beautiful baby. He's on a roll, boys.
Absolutely. Penalty somewhere in between all that conversation on Duncan. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it's first down and 15 from their own 27-yard line. Ball's on the near hash mark. Pettit we got 3, 30, 35, breaks tackle, 40, 45, midfield, and Kentorius Barber playing defense saves perhaps a touchdown at the Guthrie 46-yard line.
Kentorius Barber with an assist from the turf monster right there, Chris. I don't know if you could pick that up on the crowd mic. I could hear Kelly Beebe groan all the way in my ears.
Oh! First down and 10 after the healthy run there by Pettit. Screen pass cut on the far side.
Oh, our
45-40.
Walter's got tackled to the turf right
35-30
there.
on the far sideline still. Across the 25. Looked like Duncan got away with a couple of holds. And it's going to be a pickup in around 20 yards.
Number 6, Jackson Walters, just got bulldogged to the turf right there.
Bryson Berkshire with the reception. First down and 10 at the Guthrie 23. Guthrie trying to shut out Duncan with 10-11 to play in the ballgame. Pettit bounces it outside after being stuffed in the middle. Just a couple of yards. They bring up second down and long.
Look for Kelly Beebe to take a timeout any minute here and threaten these boys with about 6 county fairs if they don't get this shutout. I know Phil alluded to it earlier. That goose egg on the board is really important to Coach Beebe at this point. County fairs, of course, referring to the character building runs that they do after practice.
It's a lot easier when it's 70 degrees outside.
Yes, sir.
1-yard pickup, second down and 9 from the 22-yard line. Quarterback Wilkins trying to go up the gut, and just a bad idea there when you have the big boys. Nathan Wiggins on the tackle had some help as well.
43 Cole Madison right there channeling his inner wrestler with the belly-to-back suplex. Check it out.
There it is. Yeah. 2.
Oh, gotta love Cole Madison.
He'll be one of the favorites to win state this year. State runner-up this past season. Third down and 9. Wilkins throws it, caught at the 18, down immediately. KBS on the tackle. Third down play upcoming. 8:55 and rolling here in quarter number 4. Guthrie 31, Duncan 0. Stay tuned. Terror Insure Group post-game show. We will announce our North Church player of the game, or players. Ooh, might have co-players then. We'll find out. We'll also talk with head coach Kelly Beebe on the Generations Church on-field interview. All coming up in the TIG post-game show. 4th down and 6. Demons obviously going for it here from the Guthrie 19-yard line. Play action. Pass tossed in the middle. It's caught. Or is it? It is caught. Is it a first down? Looks like by that mark,
it's a first down.
It is a first down. So the drama builds. Can Duncan score? Guthrie scored the first 2 possessions of the ball game to quickly jump out 14-0. Have led the entire way with a Cushing. Pettit up the middle. Nice run inside the 10-yard line. Duncan can get one more first down inside the 5. Again, the Blue Jays will be off next week. We'll have a bye week to finish off the non-district, and then we'll begin district play with the Piedmont Wildcats. Big ball game here to begin district play in week 4 of the season. Second down to 4 for the Demons from the Guthrie 6. Wilkins keeps it. Not much there. Fumbles the football, and Guthrie jumps on it. Guthrie jumps on the football, and Duncan with a costly turnover that might keep them shut out.
Who came out of there with that, do we know?
Sealanders.
What a game he's had tonight.
Gavin Sealanders getting the most snaps of the season here in 3. It popped right to him. I'm not sure who knocked it out, but it went right to Gavin Sealanders. Perfect place at the right time.
Got to love the fight in the Blue Jay D right there, Chris, ripping
Yes.
at the football this late in the game with a 31-point lead. Shows a lot of pride, a lot of grit by that front seven.
Duncan with their first turnover of the night. Guthrie has 3 of them. First down and 10. Guthrie at the end zone right behind him. Josh from the 6-yard line will hand it off to, is that Ken Torres back in the ball game?
Yeah, that's number 1, Ken Barber.
He fumbled the football. Hadn't seen him since then, but gets back here in the 4th quarter. First set of legs. We'll see how he holds up, or how this Duncan Demons defense holds up against with the fresh legs of Ken Barber back there.
Ken's been on D a lot in the second half, though, Chris.
Yeah.
Like you said, he had the early fumble, and I know that they're probably got him on a little bit of a minutes restriction coming off injury.
Get a good look there, Seth, at the offensive line.
Yeah, Chris, 74, Jarrett Dean, 77, Blake Swartz.
67, 68.
54, Sam Wilhelm, Macon Campbell, Davon Moore. They've just had an excellent opening to this season.
Second down and 9, hand off to Ken, trying to stretch it out, stiff arm, there's a flag, fumbles the football inside the 5-yard line, and luckily jumps back on it. And now Guthrie, we'll see what the penalty is here. Obviously, you would probably decline that one and have Guthrie snap it inside the 5.
Looks like we're going to get a hold.
I just want to brag one more time on this officiating crew. It's usually you have a 5-man crew and you get paid X amount of dollars. This crew says, you know what, we want to do it right. We want to put many guys on the field with 6, the normal, and we'll take a pay cut to bring in the 6th guy. That's how much this crew, the penalty is declined. And so the crew says, we'll take a little bit less money, but we're going to have a full crew. We're going to work together and have a good time together.
Well, I mean, how do you know that 6th man doesn't just have the bigger vehicle?
Well, oh boy, Phil wants to talk. Hold on, Seth. X and sideline report.
Well, why did I give that 6 man $100 tonight?
Oh.
Well, just mute him, please. Just mute him.
Now Phil's going to be the North Church player of the game. There we go. It all makes sense now. 3rd down and 12 after the declined penalty. So is this where Josh Raines gets 6 yards on 3rd down and 12?
Well, we sure hope so, Chris. I just want to see the ball stay in Guthrie blue. Keep this shutout.
3rd down and 12. Ball snapped from the 4-yard line. Josh takes it 1 yard deep in the end zone. Up the gut, across the 10, moves a couple to the 13.
I think he may have got it.
Josh Raines on a 3rd down and 12 play goes over 200 yards rushing tonight. Of course, these are unofficial.
Well, unofficially get him out of the game so he doesn't lose any yards.
Yes. Yes. Don't take any knees.
No, sir. No victory formation with Josh. Let's keep the integrity of a 200-yard night.
Was it officially 9 yards, Craig? 8 yards officially. So Josh Raines with 203 rushing yards on just 18 carries. That's over 11 yards a carry tonight.
More quick math out of you, Chris. I'm so impressed.
I got to tell you, I just read the screen.
Okay. Trying to give you a compliment.
I got to be honest. I got to be honest with the audience. Last time I do that. Josh Raines, punt formation, averaging over 37 yards per punt. And it will be down in around midfield. KBS will knock it down. Knocked it down a little bit earlier than probably he would want.
Yeah, I think maybe he had a little backspin on it. He didn't want to see that ball grab the green and head back the other direction. So
Duncan will have it at 36-yard punt. No return. Duncan will have the 49. So we got our first. We have 2 things left. Could Josh Raines get over 200? Check that off the list. Can Guthrie preserve the shutout? That's what we'll find out in the next 5 minutes and 7 seconds.
Seed number 39, John Burris coming back on the field. He's been disruptive so far tonight.
Yeah, when we give out the North Church player of the game, it doesn't necessarily have to be one player. You can have an offense, you can have a defense, you can have a special teams. I'm sure Hetty doesn't mind extra love given out tonight. Wilkins' pass is incomplete. Intended receiver, nice diving attempt there by Bryson Brookshire. It falls incomplete, though, at the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 10. 4 seconds rolls off. 5:03 left in the ball game. Of course, all that comes up in the Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll hear from head coach Kelly Beebe in our Generations Church on-field interview. Duncan, about an hour and a half drive back to Stevens County. Blue Jays will return the trip next year to Halliburton Stadium. Second down and 10. Wilkins goes downfield, has a man one-on-one coverage, flag thrown. Ball is dropped, incomplete. And we'll see if
they're going to try and get 10 here for the defensive pass interference.
See if there's a DPI in here somewhere.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That felt less like agreeing and more like mocking. I'll just say that. But no, Shelf competing right there and just got a little bit too handsy. And like you said, Chris, that second data point we were looking for is the Blue Jays going to preserve the shutout, and that's going to give Duncan an automatic first down and get him deep into Blue Jay territory.
Guthrie now 5 penalties for 48 yards.
That's a manageable number.
Yeah.
You know,
we're going to call holding, not necessarily pass interference, so holding before
so
that.
it wasn't DPI.
It was not DPI.
Okay.
No DPI.
So it was HOLD.
First down and 10 from the 39. Handoff play stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 upcoming.
You notice 6 kind of quit moving there when 43 wrapped his arms around him, right? It's a little different deal when Madison grabs hold of you.
Guthrie had 6 penalties against Shawnee, 7 penalties against PC West. Now here tonight with 5, so that continues to get better each week. Accepted penalties, should say. Second down and 10 from the 39. Wilkins back to the air. It's caught at the 35 and will be down immediately. It's a pickup of 4. It'll be third down and 6. 4:17, 4:16 to play in the fourth quarter.
You know, Chris, something I've noticed the first 3 ball games. You know, Shelf and Stevenson are many times just out on an island by themselves. And, you know, in every game they've both gotten pass interference calls.
Timeout. Hey, we'll take one with them real quick. 4:08 to play in the ball game. Guthrie 31, Duncan 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Third down and 6 upcoming for the Demons. Seth, you were saying earlier?
Yeah, I was just saying that Shelf and Stevenson, I like the fact that even though they've had pass interference calls, they continue to be aggressive.
Absolutely. You got to have that short memory on that
right.
island. Third down and 6, option play, trying to get the first down for the Demons. They option off to Pettit, kind of fed him to the Jays, if you will. And he'll get to the 35-yard line, no pickup. Fourth down and 6.
Is that Hammonds playing D?
That is Hammonds playing it. He comes out.
Hammonds,
Barber comes in.
Hammonds, Walters, and Stevenson right there. Like you said, the QB just kind of.
That ball was in midair, and Pettit was like, really? Really?
Pettit's done. He's like, you know what? If you're going to do that to me, I'm leaving.
I'm done. He's on I-35 right now. Fourth down and 5. Stevens lobbing up against Shelf. And did Duncan come down? He did.
Oh, my goodness.
It is a catch. Coming down with it was number 13.
What a battle. Are we sure he caught that?
Tyson Walker. That's the young man I was talking about earlier that had 2 touchdown receptions of 13 yards each last week.
Caught it between his knees.
He missed the entire 2019 season with a broken foot.
Poor Shelf right there. How do you defend a guy catching it with his knees?
And so here we go. First down. And Duncan get one more first down inside the 2-yard line. Can the Jays pitch the shutout? First and 10 from the 11, up the gut into the end zone. Touchdown, Pettit, 11 yards out. Whale, you know, Craig Flagg just said in my ear, and I agree. I was thinking the same thing. Of all the shots that Pettit took tonight, you know what? It might be worth getting in the end zone. Let the guy have something to celebrate, Phil.
Well, you don't want Kelly Beebe to hear that, because I'm telling you right now, he's steaming right now.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Maybe at the 45.
He's mad walking right now. I'm trying to get out of here. Dad's mad. I'm trying to leave.
I'm glad you have to talk to him. PAT upcoming for the Demons. On the baseball side of things, ball snap. Duncan struggled in this category last week. They were 0 for 2, and they're 0 for 1 tonight. Score sticks 31-6. Final 3 minutes and 3 seconds after this timeout. You're listening to Blue Jay Football, presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com, or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Blue Jays give up the first points tonight to the Duncan Demons. Duncan 49 yards in 6 plays, 2 minutes and 4 seconds off the game clock. 11-yard touchdown run by Pettit. Extra point was no good. Might have been blocked, actually. 31-6. That's your John Bensmore scoring summary.
Bad snap, and somebody blocked it.
Yeah, bad snap. So Duncan will kick off for just the second time tonight. Band Guthrie High School playing on. Deep punt or kick. Returnable from the 5, center of the field. That's KBS. As he gets quickly across the 20, spins at the 25, down to the 30-yard line. A 20-yard return for Caden Ballard Stevenson. Couple of snaps here, maybe a knee or so to end this one here. Now, here's the game note to follow here. Craig Fleck, 203 yards. What do we got? 203 for Josh Raines. If he Guthrie takes the snap in the shotgun, and if you put your knee down, it's a loss back of 5 or 6 yards. So if Josh takes one knee with a 5-yard loss, he's back under 200. Does he know that?
I don't know. I think Phil needs to tell him.
Phil, you got a report on that?
Well, we may have had this conversation a few minutes ago. I may have told him that what the consequences was, and his eyes were the biggest I've ever seen him in my life.
Hands off to Isaiah. Isaiah pick up a 3 yards. Yeah, if you're Josh,
he needs to put a little money in the bank.
Yeah.
Put a little money in the bank. Rip off a 9 or 10 yarder. Give him an opportunity. Yeah.
This is where you act like you pull your hamstring. A little hobble to save the 200 yards. 18 seconds on the play clock. Guthrie not even to the line of scrimmage quite yet. .216. Hammonds gets the carry across the 40. First down for Isaiah, the sophomore.
I always cringe, Chris, on those kind of tackles.
Yeah.
Where they get yanked, where they get pulled backwards
behind,
like that. Yeah. Boy, you just hope to God the legs let go a little bit.
2 minutes to go in the ball game. Blue Jays going to go 3-0 into a bye week. Remember, Blue Jays only won 4 games a year ago. Off to a 3-0 start, and not sure when the last time is, but I'll look it up for the GMP Guthrie News Page article. See the last time the Blue Jays went 3-0. First down and 10. Raines will run with it to the near side. Gets a block to the 45. He's out of bounds. Stayed inbounds at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 5 yards. Good job to stay inbounds to keep the clock running. Josh Raines now 208 yards rushing. Guthrie can take a couple of knees here and be done with it. But Josh Raines, I want to see the victory formation, see what he does.
Okay, here comes Spade Poole into the offensive formation.
So Spade's gonna line up tight end on the right. So you're gonna run. Now two backs for the first time. This is victory formation.
Oh boy!
Ball's at the front. You gotta sneak up, Josh.
Take a couple steps forward, Josh.
Oh no, that's a loss of 6. Josh is throwing his hands up.
You can tell. We've likely gotten the young man in trouble. He's fully aware of what's going on.
Oh, he's throwing his hands up again. Our camera guy's not catching it.
Yeah.
Our cameraman. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Another 5-yard loss. Josh looks at the coach.
He's like, Coach, seriously?
The final 13 seconds. Phil.
We can't do this to this kid. No, I'm going to tell him he had 200 yards on the button.
Yeah.
Final seconds roll off here. Blue Jays on homecoming 2020 take down the Duncan Demons. Final score of 31-6 to move to 3-0 on the year. Take a time out. When we come back, it's a Terror Insure Group post-game show. We'll talk to our North Church player or players of the game. We'll also talk to head coach Kelly Beebe on a Generations Church on-field interview. All that coming up in the TIG postgame show after this. Blue Jays win. Blue Jays win 31-6. Timeout. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
From Jelsma Stadium in historic downtown Guthrie, the Blue Jays are 3-0 and heads are starting to turn in Class 5A football. Blue Jays win it tonight over the Duncan Demons 31-6. Homecoming 2020 is officially in the books. Blue Jays meeting at the 40-yard line right in front of us here, just left of the G. Phil Nichols will join us here in a little bit down on the field with some interviews. A good win for the Jays. Jumped out early on their first 2 drives to really put this one away.
Yeah, they did, Chris. You made mention of it just a second ago about the Blue Jays turning heads in 5A football. And, I checked the Oklahoman Wednesday, and the staff over there, Cam Jordan and
does a great job.
Et cetera. Yeah,
ex-artists and all them.
Just they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're very lucky to have them. And they predicted this game would be a 1-point win by the Blue Jays, 28-27. So you take down Shawnee handily, you take down PC West handily, and you come in and you basically manhandle the Duncan Demons. I would definitely say people will say the Blue Jays are back.
And we'll see. We won't. Yes, they are back, regardless of what happens in week 4. But week 4 could really put a big stamp. In 2 weeks, Guthrie's off next week, a big stamp on the rest of the season with the win over Piedmont.
Absolutely, Chris. And when I say the Blue Jays are back, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the Blue Jays are going to win a title. The Blue Jays are going to make a deep run. But as far as being competitive,
right.
As far as being a very tough out for a Carl Albert or a McGinnis, it's this group has definitely turned a corner.
And I tell you, 5A1, you just don't know how it's going to go one way or the other this year. And so you're not looking for it. You still got to get in the district play. You still got to get better. But that first-round playoff game is very winnable right now, looking at it right now.
No.
There's a lot of season left ahead. Don't want to get ahead too far, but right now things are going well.
They've done their job up to now. And, the real season starts in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
But right now, all signs are pointing up.
All right, let's get ready to go downstairs on the field. We welcome you inside the Terra Insure Group postgame shows. Guthrie defeats the Duncan Demons by a final score of 31-6. Time now for the Northchurch Players of the Game. With that, let's go downstairs with our good buddy, Phil Nichols.
Guys, we're here with co-players of the game. We got Junior Spade Pool. We're going to start with Spade first. Spade, great job. You were all over the field, did a wonderful job. Defense, man, we were just praying for the shutout, but Coach Beebe just lost his mind when we gave it up.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Caught it with his knees, as we said. But walk us through the defensive effort, great defensive effort by you and your defensive teammates.
Well, I mean, Coach coached us up. We knew exactly what we were doing, and we executed. Simple as that.
Now, Spade, you guys know this. Spade's one of my absolute favorite players on defense. Seth sometimes laughs and says that had to be Nichols, 400 years ago, the way he acts.
Right.
But, we talk about how you're a state qualified wrestler, multi-sport guy. A lot of guys that wrestle, you almost feel like they're down here to kill time before they wrestle, but you love football.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love hitting people. I love it.
I'm ready to adopt him, guys. This is my guy here.
Absolutely. And Phil, I know he doesn't get the headphones on, but just talk about they seem to get better and better each week, the defense. And just I'd be interested in what Spade has to say about the defense continue to get better each time they get on the gridiron.
Yeah, Chris, that's a great question. You guys just each week get a little better on defense, a little better. How does that feel? What do you attribute that to besides just good hard work?
Oh, man, they coach us up right. We do our best. We work hard, and it works out for us. But I forgot what I was going to say.
That's all right. I think one thing, too, you guys got –
it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. That's good, Spade. That's good. But you got a lot of youngsters on the defensive side of the ball, a lot of these sophomores, and I see you guys coaching them up out on the field. Have you seen this sophomore group? There's 3, 4, 5 of them out there on the defensive side of the field. They just keep getting a little better every week.
Oh, yeah. It's fun to watch. Yeah. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play like them.
Well, guys, Spade Pool Jr., we get him for one more year after this.
Absolutely.
Co-MVP of the game. Great job, Spade. Yeah, Seth, you are right. That could have been me 36 years ago. Chris,
he's a little better looking.
Better looking, much more athletic. Yeah, all that stuff.
Okay.
But you guys ready to roll on with Josh?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Josh Raines. How many yards did you have, Josh?
I think you said I had an even 200.
Well, it was 201. Wasn't an even. It was 201, but talk about the great ball game. Talk about everything you did. I mean, came out, had a couple turnovers, but those weren't really that wasn't really your fault. I mean, it is what it is. You got bad field conditions, wet balls, a lot of stuff like that. But great ball game. Senior year, homecoming, nice way to go out, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. It's just a different energy on this team than all other years that I've ever played. I mean, in practice, before we used to gripe about running, and now, I mean, we want to run the 100s after practice. That's what's getting us through these games is our conditioning.
Yeah, you guys are great condition. And to that point, how about your big uglies up front, those linemen? They're doing a fabulous job.
Oh, they're working for me up there. I told them, I was like, I'm gonna set you up with a nice meal one day.
So one of the things that we talk about all the time is anytime you take off, you run the ball, you're not this guy that looks to go out of bounds. You're not this guy that's looking to get down. Chris calls it running with anger, running with this intensity, and you finish every run. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just hard work. I mean, I've been raised to always fight for what I wanted, and I want extra yards, so I'm gonna fight for it.
How's that for a good answer, huh, guys?
It's a perfect answer.
Perfect answer.
Phil, ask him about the new energy between him and 68 Davon Moore. He seems to 3 or 4 times a game just tuck in behind Big Davon like a road grader.
Seth asked a question about Big Davon Moore, number 68. A lot of times you'll see you kind of put your hand on his hip and just dig in behind him, and he just goes out and does some plowing for you.
I mean, he's outstanding. During the summer, he showed up every day, went to work. I mean, he went to, I think he had some training thing in OKC that he went and worked out at. And, I mean, you guys see it from last year. His talent level just shot up. I mean, he's working downfield. He's working in the box. He's working everywhere for me. And, I mean, can't thank him enough for working up there, saving my butt.
Yeah. You guys, of course, you got the bye week coming up. And then get rested. We got, I think, a couple kids nicked up. I don't think anything too serious, but get that bye week. Got to keep working, getting ready for Piedmont after the bye week.
Yes, sir.
We got something we want to give back to them from last year, right?
Oh, definitely. That hurt deep down. That we don't like Piedmont.
So on the bye week, what does that typically look like?
Just a lot of conditioning and getting ready for the next week. It gives us 2 weeks of preparation instead of 1, so we'll be even more ready than what we are for typical games.
You know, guys, one of my favorite Blue Jays that's ever played down here, I know yours too, the ultimate team guy, gives you 110% on every snap, never takes a play off, does everything that the coaches ask him to do, even if that means giving up some yards when you know you're well over 200 yards. I mean, we're up there yelling, don't kneel, don't kneel. So no, great job, Josh. You know, we talk about you could have easily been presented player of the game the first 2 weeks as well, but well-deserved tonight, son. Wonderful performance.
Thank you, sir.
And that is Josh Raines and Spade Poole, our co-players of the game, presented by our good friends at North Church. Remember, God loves you. We'll keep it right here, and we'll bring in the head football coach of the Guthrie Blue Jays, Coach Kelly Beebe, as we bring you our Generations Church on-field interview with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe.
Guys, I'm here with my good friend, Coach Head Kelly Beebe. He is a coach 24/7. We're getting ready to start the interview. He's looking at the field, and he goes, "Dadgummit, this field is torn up." So.
Well, don't remind him that the youth is playing here tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I won't bring up that. But you know, great performance. I know you wanted to shut out. Obviously, we're all up here wanting to shut out. But first of all, before we talk defense, talk about the offensive side of the ball. Kids came out, first 2 drives looked like just world beaters. Things settled in. Of course, Duncan made some adjustments and stuff. But just talk about the offensive side of the ball first, Kelly.
Well, you know, started up front, you know, with the big boys up front. And Coach Sanders done a good job installing a blocking scheme that they really understand and lets them play fast and not think too much. And then, you know, I think Josh had over 200 yards, and then, you know, if you overload the quarterback, Hammonds is going to hurt you. And then we had some clutch throws and catches, you know, to keep drives going. And that's, you know, when you can throw it when you want to, that's one of the things we set out in January, is to be able to throw and catch the ball when we wanted to, not when we had to. It keeps us out of those 9- and 10-man box situations. And now we have opportunities to run it. But overall, I thought Coach Rice and his guys did a great job tonight. And taking that opening drive down and shutting them in, you know, putting it in the end zone, set the tone, come right back and get another one. I thought we were fixing to make it 21. Yeah. You know, the fumble kind of shifted momentum and got them ignited a little bit. But very proud of the guys on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you're seeing these linemen. We keep talking about the big boys up front, and some of these kids have really grown up since last year. A lot of hard work, a lot of just hard work. But, you know, we talked about number 68. We got a lot of kids out there that are just doing a fabulous job up front.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Blake in there is really hard to move, and he can handle a zero nose, which allows the rest of our guys, you know, to get doubles where they can and drive block and create those gaps and seams. You know, of course, Davon's athletic. Jared Dean's playing lights out, you know. Mason, you know, those guys have really improved. And, you know, Coach Sanders spends a lot of time with them on that scheme. They watch, you know, they eat lunch together and watch film every day, and watch practice film and game film, getting preparation, and you know, it's paying off.
Special teams came around. I thought special teams had a good night. You know, everything from our 3-week kicker getting his first field goal of his career at homecoming, and it wasn't a give me. I mean, bad conditions. Yeah, right, 30.
Wet field. You know, I forgot to mention our blocking downfield. Tyron and Caden, some of these guys on the perimeter blocking downfield, made some of those average runs, long runs. But no, special teams tonight, I think we blocked a field goal, blocked an extra point. You know, our kicking game, as far as kicking it where we wanted to and making those guys have to catch that high pooch and beat on the coverage right there. We punted the ball extremely well again. So, you know, all those things. Coach Young is taking over that special teams. Coach Hayes and Coach Gordon help him. And, you know, the guys are, you know, really bought into the fact of how important special teams are in the overall scheme of things. You know, Coach Michelle always said it's a 3-phase game. And it is.
And you get on the defensive side of the ball, Coach, and one of the kids that stood up tonight wasn't one of the starters. You had some great effort there, and you can talk about that. But Sealander came in and gave you some great snaps up on the D-line, did a great job. You
know, Gavin played quite a bit for us a year ago and then got dinged, and we lost him for a while. But he really had a great weight room. And at that nose guard spot, you know, he's hard to move. He's got a good first step. He's a wrestler, so his feet and hands are good. But, Zach and Wiggins, and we were at the services of Chris Saputis tonight. Cole Madison played huge in there. And then our two pups on the end, the sophomores, they continue to get better, Herzl and Walters. And then I thought my linebackers had a good night.
Great night.
Light kind of came on for them a little bit, and they played off blocks good, and they fit inside of each other well, as opposed to getting over the top, the flow side and some of those technical things. And then, our back end, I think Rob said we'd given up 34 yards passing at the halftime. They had the one pass there in the second half. I can't believe the kid caught it between his knees.
Yeah, caught it with his knees.
Caught it between his knees, and I thought he was out of bounds. But, obviously wanted to shut out. Duncan wanted to score. They're a good program. He had a couple kids out tonight. He was missing a linebacker and an offensive guard. But I still think we come out with a pretty dominant win. I thought our conditioning was better. I thought our kids were more physical. And I thought in all three phases of the game that we were better than them tonight, at least.
No doubt, conditioning. I think we've been better every week. The first 3 weeks. Got the bye week this week. That's always good. If anybody is nicked up, you can get them healed up, and then got to get ready for Piedmont.
We got a couple of dings. We sure do. And this is going to be, we're going to work all week, but we're going to be smart about how we do it, and we're going to be fresh. And then, of course, we got the home district opener with Piedmont. It's an awful good ball club. That's something that we're fortunate to have an extra week to prepare for the flex bone, because it's extremely difficult in a 3-day practice week, to prepare for. So we're fortunate there. Again, we got to be able to run the ball and possess the ball to keep our defense off the field with our mature offensive line and senior quarterback.
Coach, great win on homecoming. A lot of distractions this week. Everybody handled it well. Now we can get ready to get healed up and get ready to go.
What a great crowd. I mean, student section, fans, alumni, the band. I mean, when they start cooking those burgers and we got a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, it don't get much better than that, Rock.
It don't get much better. Coach, great job, great win. 3-0. That's an awesome sound.
Feels good. Appreciate you guys.
Guys, head coach Kelly Beebe.
Appreciate that. Down on the field with head coach Kelly Beebe, brought to you by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Josh and the crew out there do a great job. 2524 West Noble Avenue, and also proud sponsors of the Hot 93.7 FM radio show, High School Huddle, each Wednesday night from 6 to 7 o'clock. Take a time out here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show as the Blue Jays win it over the Duncan Demons. Final score 31-6. This is the TIG post-game show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
After this, we bring you more from the stadium as the Terra Insure Group postgame show continues.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Don't go away. More of the Terra Insure Group postgame show in a moment.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Blue Jays victorious week 2 of the high school football season in historic downtown Guthrie. Jelsma Stadium, glad to have you on board. 93.7 FM KSBI. With the victory over Duncan, Blue Jays improved to 3-0 on the season. They'll be off next week and then get ready for the Piedmont Wildcats who will come into Jelsma Stadium. It will be senior night. Seniors will be honored on that night on September 25th. So that will be our next broadcast as we begin district play in week 4. And tonight, the Piedmont Wildcats take it on the chin to the 6A2 Putnam City North Panthers. Final score there tonight, 39-3. And so Piedmont unable to get any points through the offense. So we'll see what happens here in a couple weeks. The scoring update, of course, all scoring updates brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Carl Albert in the fourth quarter leads Dale City 21-14. The other game we're watching close in 5A football, Battle of the Bishops. Bishop Kelly leads Bishop McGinnis 35-21 in a rival game played every single season. Sometimes they play in the non-district and in the postseason, as we've seen before. But right now, Bishop Kelly leads that one 35-21. Woodward Boomers, who defeated Guthrie last year here inside Jelsma to eliminate the Blue Jays from the playoffs, losing to Bethany tonight in Bethany, 22-16. And of course, the score here tonight. By the way, one more. El Reno goes down pretty handily tonight by Weatherford, 41-14. Weatherford, a really good ball club, and so we'll see. We'll see if we can get to other scores here in a little bit, but we want to go over here on the Blue Jays scoring summary brought to you by John Vance Motors. Guthrie got an 18-yard touchdown run by Josh Raines on the first drive, and then a 25-yard run by Isaiah Hammonds to lead 14-0 with 6:20 to play in the first quarter. And that actually ended up being the halftime score, and we thought Guthrie might put 35 points on the board in the first half.
No, like we said, and Coach Beebe alluded to it in the postgame interview, the Duncan Demons have a very experienced seasoned coaching staff, and they got their guys together, rallied them, circled the wagons, made the adjustments, and kept from just getting blown out of the field there in the first half. Really kind of put the clamps on the Blue Jays for the rest of the first half. But, like we talked about, it's going to be a game of halftime adjustments, and obviously the Blue Jays did it.
Josh Raines got his second touchdown of the night on a 73-yard touchdown run in the third quarter to give Guthrie a 21-0 lead. Isaiah Hammonds with his second rushing touchdown of the night from 9 yards out gave Guthrie a 28-0 lead with 3:55 to play in the third quarter. And then a 33-yard field goal. Izak, his first career field goal, makes it 31-0. Duncan gets a late touchdown.
Yeah, we were, much like the kids, we're relaxed at that point in the ball game. Game's well in hand, and easy to root for a kid that wasn't playing football a month ago to come out and get his first high school field goal. Was that his first try?
I believe so. Yes.
So he's 1 for 1 on the season on a homecoming Friday night under the lights at the Rock in front of a packed house. Just a lot of fun. Our ex and sideline reporter Phil Nichols standing right under the goalpost, about took it on the dome. That I couldn't. I'd been too spoiled if that would have happened.
Absolutely. Guthrie, again, this was the 9th meeting since 2009 between Guthrie and Duncan. Guthrie has won 8 of those 9 meetings against the Duncan Demons. And, again, Blue Jays improved to 3-0. Duncan falls to 0-2. Take another timeout here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. A couple more scores, one little rundown, then we're going to take a bye week ourselves and get ready for Piedmont here on September 25th. Timeout from Jelsma Stadium. Blue Jays win it 31-6. Back after this on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship match. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck, Lynette, and Hope take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today. 405-642-7065.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Welcome back for the final time here, the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Nobody left on the field. Duncan film crew still tearing down the goalpost camera, and a couple fans left in the stands. And really the field beat up a little bit tonight. It was a wet surface tonight, and rain the last few days. Junior high last night, varsity tonight, Little League tomorrow. So hopefully it dries up. The good thing is the field also has a little time to refresh, and it's going to warm up a little bit.
Yeah,
so
2 games tomorrow here with the Guthrie youth football, led so admirably right now by Josh and Haley King and their board. Man, we've been on a great run for about the last, 7-8 years in youth football as far as success and prosperity, as far as the fundraising and things like this. And it's been such a challenging environment. There's been a lot of turnover in leagues. Chris, you're aware of this, but youth football is becoming a difficult chore. It's becoming a difficult chore because it's difficult to insure. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of a dip right now in numbers nationwide due to people's fear of head injuries and things like this. And so, Edward Stevenson took youth football over after I had it, and now Josh and Haley King have it. And it's a challenging labor of love, but they're doing a great job. There's 2 games here tomorrow, the 3rd and 4th grade Blue Jays, and then the 5th and 6th grade Blue Jays taking on Hennessy. If you didn't get your football fix tonight, come out by here at the Rock tomorrow, pay your admission, buy a hamburger. A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of what you see on the field tonight in terms of uniforms and helmets and equipment and training table, a lot of that stuff comes from the fundraising that youth football does. So, but those little guys won't be too hard on this surface, and the maintenance folks will put a roll on this, and the sun will hit it, and it'll be beautiful for Piedmont in 2 weeks.
And the big boys tonight win it in the royal blue and white, 31-6 over the Duncan Demons. It's always great to go into a bye week with the victory, and you're going into a bye week with a 3-0 record. So
best case scenario.
Best case scenario.
You're relatively healthy.
Yep.
Let's not sugarcoat it. We're in a time of a pandemic, and knock on wood, we've come through so far with in good shape there. 3 very convincing wins against, let's just face it, 3 very quality opponents in Shawnee, 6A Putnam City West, and then a very game Duncan bunch tonight. Then Duncan's going to win a lot of ball games.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get a final score Still not final yet. Carl Albert still leads Dale City 21-14. That game in Dale City. It is a final. Bishop Kelly takes down Bishop McGinnis tonight. Final score 35-21. Big thank you as always to Terra Insure Group, our sponsor of our post-game show for 13 years now, somewhere in that range. 2403 South Division Street, right across from the Beacon Drive-In. I don't know hundreds of them, but several carriers to choose from.
Well, Chris, we have about 15 main carriers that we work with, and then we have brokerage relationships that give us access to several hundred more. But we have about a core 15 carriers that we write a lot of stuff with, and I had an opportunity today for a gentleman that just built a new house down in Arcadia, really large luxury home, and we were able to just we came in about 50% of what his expectation was as far as premium. So I encourage anybody, if you've got a home that you need looked at, let us call myself, call the ladies. Lisa and Kira do a great job. They were both listening tonight, big fans of the show.
Awesome.
And especially if you have a newer home, if you've got a home built in the last 15 or 20 years, you really owe it to yourself to let us look at the premium. I appreciate the plug.
Absolutely. Call Seth and the crew out there, also Dennis Oak, Jason Herzl, and the ladies out there, 405-293-4880, or check them out online, tigok.com. Kind of get some questions answered there, and then take them to TIG, and they'll definitely get you answered. Give them a chance at Terra Insure Group. Well, we'll put a wrap on this one again. Our broadcast tonight, as always, strong as ever on 93.7 FM KSBI. I mean, we're talking up to the Kansas line, down to the Moore Norman area, over to Sapulpa area, over to El Reno. It is a great signal, and Jordan back in our Stillwater does a great job with us on Wednesday nights for our high school huddle show, and on Friday nights as well. She's definitely the big part of our team as well, and we thank her for making sure everything stays afloat back in Stillwater. So big thank you to her. And, a big thank you to our production crew as well. Kel Evans and Mason Russell on the cameras tonight. Craig Fleck, our statistician. Of course, Braden Russell with our graphics. And Aaron, our in-studio producer here. He gets us the commercial breaks. He gets our graphics in there. He gets us instant replay. Well, he stays busy.
When you hear us yucking it up, it's only because Aaron Ryburn is sitting here off to Chris's left, like the great and powerful Oz behind the curtain. And so we appreciate Aaron, and the kids that do the cameras are awesome. And heck, man, this is like fantasy camp to me, man. I get to sell insurance all week and then get to play Al Michaels on a Friday night.
Well, it's definitely good. And our TV home is usually YouTube, but there's some things going back and forth. So we're actually on Facebook. We're going to go back to YouTube, and it'll be back to everything else. So hopefully we can put a game together. Everything's go right. But hey, the audio was fixed tonight. Hey, the audio was fixed, so we're almost to a perfect game.
The audio was great, and I know that Facebook isn't your first choice as far as the streaming platform. But it was fun tonight getting to see people join in real time and getting to see people interact with us and comment back and forth. And so far, I'm not even going to go torture myself and look back through the comments. I don't think I got heckled any. So I'm sure I'm probably in a little hot water with J-Bo Hensley a little bit for saying that I couldn't stand him. And it's not that I don't like J-Bo as a person. It's just it doesn't.
Is he good at everything?
He's just good at everything. He's just good at everything.
Well,
and so he's just frustrating to play golf against. I'll just leave it at that.
There you go. We are recording this, and we will upload it to our home on YouTube, so you can catch the replay there. That'll do it as we sign off here tonight. Final score for the final time tonight. The Guthrie Bluejays improved to 3-0 on the season as they come in on homecoming 2020 and take down the Duncan Demons by a score of 31-6. Duncan falls to 0-2 on the season. Duncan will be on the road next week to Tulsa Central to finish their non-district portion of the schedule, and they jump into district play against Lawton MacArthur, who took it on the chin tonight. Lawton beats them tonight in their scores. So a thank you to Jordan Leach and to Braden Russell, Mason Russell, Kel Evans on our camera, and Craig Fleck, Aaron Ryburn. For my partners, Phil Nichols, Seth Robbins, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next time on September 25th when the Piedmont Wildcats come into Gelsma Stadium to begin district play. It is also the night the Blue Jays honor their senior players. Be sure to join us on the broadcast if you can't make it out to the stadium. Great job to the crowd as well for coming out and supporting the Blue Jays in fine fashion. Until next time, have a great weekend, and as always, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Football 2020 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Exxon, we build better business owners. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Generations Church, love God, love people, serve both well. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. And F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. Guthrie Bluejay football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, and Mary Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been listening to Guthrie Bluejay football on the Guthrie Radio Network, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays.